Leveling up the airport is so much harder now. Captain Toby. I love it. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, Arctic Sweat Gaming. You can't say bomb on an airplane game. It's like a curse word. Yo, what the heck is going on with your drop, bro? Oh, snap. That was crazy. I don't know how you do that. It looked promising. Yeah. I know that was like our second or third connection already. So that's really cool. Whoa, look at that guy fly. Oh my goodness. Yo, what is going on? They're bouncing like crazy there. Thanks for the cheer, Sloppy. Yo, everybody's landing except for like 3 people. Yo, did you guys see that? That was intense. Phat makes a goal playing mistake. He's like, oh well. When I do it, I'm like, ah! Topes, you wanna go outside? Can you speak? Speak? Come on, don't fake me out. $462. I want a butter landing, and I also want to send it off. And once I send it off, that's when I'll be good. Bye bye.
Ba 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 ba.
I'll just say, why do I miss the best stuff? Maybe you should never leave. It costs more to be negative than it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. But I want a strong mouth. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's go. We're going somewhere. What is happening? Bye-bye. Okay, we're going this way now. We're going to see the houses. Oh. This is crazy. Alright, let's switch to Yo, what's up, guys? This is Jeremy with Phat Airlines. Nice to be here. Guys, I had to cancel this past Saturday's stream. I wasn't feeling well at all when I woke up, so I apologize about that. But so in return, what we're doing here is we're going to do some live streams at well, it's 8:30 p.m. my time. What does it say here? Yeah, it says 8:15. What? Oh, that's probably what time I opened this game 15 minutes ago. But yeah, it's 8:30 over here, and I know a lot of people who watch. I usually stream at 11 a.m. Eastern. So right now, you know, you Europeans, it's like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. for you guys. So maybe you guys can catch the replay. But for all you guys that are here, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for understanding. And I'm happy to be here playing some World of Airports today. So we're going to be playing some LHR tonight. We're going to be playing Phat Empire, which is my stream only account. And one thing I want to ask you guys to do is I would like to ask you guys to follow my stream only account. Sorry. Sorry, I got mixed up. I want you to follow my Facebook account. Excuse me. I recently started getting active again on Facebook, especially since I've seen there's a lot of like Facebook groups out there. So if you guys can look, check out the pinned post in the chat. I would really appreciate it if you guys could follow my Facebook. That would help me out a lot. I was actually trying to go live today on Facebook as well. You know, not just on Twitch and on Twitter. Sorry, Twitch and on YouTube, but I wanted to go live on Facebook too. But Facebook, I need 100 followers on Facebook before I can go live. Can you believe that? So that's why I'm really asking for you guys. I was going to try to build it up organically, you know, just from commenting and participating in different group chats. But I would like to stream in another place too. I even connected my my TikTok account too, so maybe we'll start doing some streams on TikTok too. But yo, what is up, Freeze Man? Nice to see you, dude. Blood Shark, yo, long time no see, man. Hope you're doing all right. I've been seeing your planes lately, so I'm so happy to see them. Always nice to see. And who else is here? We got how do you say your name? Nian? We got Blood Shark, I said hi to him. We got Toronto Plane Spotter here. We got Pilot Rafe. We got Riley here. We have that's it. Yo guys, thanks for being here, man. I know it's a different time, but for today, Monday, tomorrow, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday as well. I'm not sure about Wednesday because Thursday morning I have an early morning flight. So that's one of the reasons. Like this past Saturday, I had to cancel my stream because I wasn't feeling well. But this Saturday, I have to cancel stream because I'm gonna be out of town. So I'm not gonna be able to stream this Saturday. So I'm trying to make it up. Trying to, you know, make some progress on my Phat Airlines account, my Phat Empire account. That way we can finally unlock Sydney, because, you know, in order to unlock airports in World of Airports, you really have to complete contracts, and you can't complete contracts if you don't play the game. And that's the issue that I'm running into on this account. I got plenty of contracts. I got 263 contracts with 40 free slots, but I'm only playing once a week, right? And that's really not enough to like make some fast progress. So we're gonna try to do more of these night streams, so that way we can make some progress. We can get some get some XP, and also get some, you know, silver planes. You know, I always like getting some free gold planes. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, TK? Nice to see you, dude. Pilot Rafe. Oh, I got you. My bad. How many hours do you play each airport every day? So this account that you're seeing right now is my stream only account, right? So this I only play on stream. But if you're talking about my main account, which is the Phat Rican, THEPHATRICAN, that account I play multiple hours a day. But like it's hard to say like how many of those hours are active hours versus how many of those hours are just like the game is on. You know, in World of Airports, what I'll end up doing, especially like on my main account, is I'll have my World of Airports open. I'll have the game open, and I'll turn on all 4 managers for like 3 hours, and then I'll come back. Like if it's overnight, then I'll come back in the morning. But if it's like, let's say during work hours, for example, I'll turn on all the managers, especially at LHR, for example, where you have like 100+ stands. So I'll turn on all the managers for a couple hours, and then, you know, when I have like a 15-minute break or something like that, then I'll come back in and I'll click on the exclamation point here. I'll click on the planes that need handling, and then I'll start handling them. Right now, there's not a lot of planes that need handling, because we're really just, some of them need contracts. Some of them, a lot of them we're just waiting to land. So we're just going to wait for them to land. But what I'll end up doing is go into those planes, handling them, then go back to work for another hour or so. Then, you know, take a 5-minute break, handle a few planes. So, you know, technically, the game is open for multiple hours, sometimes even 24 hours. But me actively playing is maybe like a few minutes here and there, unless, you know, I'm actually like doing a couple things. For example, you know, yesterday was Sunday, right? We have this PhatAirlines.com newsletter, right? If you don't know about the PhatAirlines.com newsletter, you should go to PhatAirlines.com right now and sign up for it. We have free airplane contracts that we send out every week to subscribers on the email. So what you can do, you can actually just fill in your email address. I'm not, you know, the email address doesn't get shared. It's just so I could send you an email. And every week I offer a brand new plane from different airports that we send to our email subscribers. All you have to do is reply back to that email. So this week, yesterday, I sent out an email to all my subscribers that, you know, it's an A19N that's coming from my Muscat, and that can go to LHR, that can go to Innsbruck, that can go to Bari, that can go to BKK, that could go to Leipzig. So it's a pretty solid contract for almost everybody. Actually, everybody can get a contract from this week's airplane contract. Because everybody has Innsbruck, right? So everybody is able to get a contract this week. So if you haven't signed up for that, and you want some free contracts from me, the only requirement is you just got to reply back to that email, and then I'll send you over a contract. I have like 6 people that I still owe a plane to, and you know, it's really cool. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys, I've seen some of your guys' emails thanking me for the contracts. I want to thank you guys for just actively participating. You know, it's actually bring me a brand new like renewal of like enjoyment of playing World of Airports. You know, just having all these extra contracts now and being able to like help you guys out. And there's like no requirement on how often you need to play. For me at least, you know, I have like, even on this account I have 200 contracts, but like if you look at my main account and my LHR, for example, I have like 600 contracts. So on a good day, or actually let's say on a bad day, when I skip one day of not handling planes, I have like 500 planes to handle. So it doesn't really matter too much to me whether or not you handle every single day. But if you're looking for somebody who plays every single day, you can send me a contract. I know that's where I started off with this, right? Because I started off also talking about the PhatAirlines.com. But if you want to send me a contract, I play my main account, the Phat Rican, on Washington, IAD, London Heathrow, LHR, and BKK, Bangkok. I play those 3 airports. I try to play those every single day, as often as I can. So, yeah, I just invite you guys to sign up for the PhatAirlines.com newsletter, please. Follow me on Facebook so I can stream on there too. Cool. I will take a look at chat now. Sorry for I was just talking there for like 5 minutes straight. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yo, what's up, TF2? Nice to see you, dude. Blood Shark said, Phat, on LHR you have 51 million wallers. Oh my gosh, bro, you need to sponsor one of my emails, man. That's what you need to do. I'm gonna have to add you to VIP or something, and you have to sponsor one of my emails, because I think like last week we had like almost 50 planes that we had to give out. I think actually a little bit more. I forget how many planes. I'm going to count this week. I counted last week too, but I don't remember the number. But we had a lot of planes that we were giving out these last few weeks. And that might be a good way to spend your wallers, right? You want to sponsor a contract week. I can certainly use a break sometimes. You know, I mean, this is getting me to play World of Airports a ton, because I need to make wallers now, so that way I can afford all these contracts. But I would appreciate that. I mean, if you're down for it, we can chat. It's a good way to spend 51 million wallers. Oh my gosh. DF2 says he always streams at 3 a.m. or something. Nice. This is the first time you've seen Phat stream. Yeah, you look like a new name, but I felt like I've seen you before. Usually I stream at 11 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. I had to cancel my last Saturday stream, and I have to cancel this coming Saturday. And I have a full-time job. I also have a business, and I'm also a dad, so it's really hard for me to kind of stream during the day. Whenever you do see me streaming during the day, on a weekday especially, it's because I took a day off from work, and I took a day off from my business, and that way I'm streaming, which, you know, I'm not making a lot of money streaming. Right now it's for fun, but I really appreciate all the support you guys give me, even just being here, man. It's just like, I don't know. It's like, even this, when I was like, oh, I'm going to go stream tonight at 9 p.m. It's 8:45 right now, so it's not 9 p.m. But I told everybody 9 p.m. I was like, oh, I'm going to go stream at 9 p.m. And I'm like, man, what if nobody comes? But thank you guys for being here, because that's always like my concern. Yo, MGCN says it's 3:30 a.m. for me. Bro, thanks for being here, man. I'm not sure if that's... if you're a night owl like me, because sometimes I'd be up at 3:30 a.m. myself. But thanks for being here, man. AZ's lurking. Nice. Thank you. Ghost Dad, what's up, man? Luke's Aviation's here. Sweet. Blood Shark is back in business at LHR, IAD, SAN, MSY. Dude, that's a lot of airports. San Diego, that's interesting. There's not a lot of people who play San Diego, who main San Diego. I'm only maining New Orleans right now, because I'm just trying to max it out. I'm like, I want to say 8 levels away from maxing out New Orleans MSY. So I got some way to go, but after I max it out, I'm not going to really consider it a main airport. It's a cool airport, but it's kind of too slow for me. And with the number of people and planes I'm handling every single day, I need an airport that's gonna really be a lot faster, so that way I can get planes in and out. That's why, you know, LHR, BKK, and IAD are like top tier airports for me. Even Muscat is up there too, because a lot of the planes land really quickly, whereas like San Diego, MSY, they don't really. I mean, it's good. They're not terrible airports, but maybe I need to reevaluate. Yo, Mike, what's up, Mike? Blood Shark said, I got 900 fleets, some on AI contracts. Oh my gosh, that's a lot, bro. Pilot Rafi said, I've been to BKK in real life. Dude, that's one of my dreams, man. I tell people, I tell everybody, and I hope you all know this eventually, but one of my goals is I love traveling. I'm so happy and blessed that I'm able to do some like business travel this week. It stinks because I'm gonna have to like cancel a stream, but I do really enjoy traveling, whether it's for business, for work, or for vacation, personal. I just enjoy traveling. So one of my goals and one of my dreams is to really like visit all the airports that are in World of Airports in real life, and maybe even I want to make like a what's it called, a vlog out of it. That would be really cool. I think that's one of the things I want to do, is make sure I go visit every single one of the airports that are in World of Airports, and make a vlog out of it, you know, show you what it looks like in the game, show you what it looks like in real life, you know, it maybe expand my channel a little bit, so that way it's not just me playing World of Airports, but maybe me doing some aviation stuff. Who knows? I don't really know much about aviation, as you may or may not know. So what's the biggest plane that can go to Innsbruck? What, the B752, the A21NX? Pretty much any medium plane can go there, but no large planes, no extra large planes, just mediums. Wow, we got a lot of planes, 191 I just noticed, and that doesn't count the 15 that are landed, so that's what, 206. Wow, we're gonna be here for maybe all 3 hours. We're probably gonna be at this airport solely today. I did kind of want to play some Bari, but I might have to do some Bari tomorrow, because I think like I need to play some Bari as well, because we're kind of close to getting Prague, and it's been a long time since I started Prague as a brand new in a brand new like account. So I'm really excited to do that, because I think there's a huge opportunity, and a lot of people, and not a lot of people ask about, you know, how do you start Prague, but there still are some questions about that. I know a lot of people asking about Washington, so like the only way I can get to Washington is by unlocking Prague. All right, so here we are. Luke's Aviation said, I'm your favorite Woa streamer and YouTuber. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I've been going at it for, what, 3 or 4 years now? I even lost count, man. It's been a long time. And I appreciate those kind words, because I try hard, you know, and I try to make it like an inclusive place for everybody. You know, that's why we have the Phat Airlines Discord. That's why we're streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so you can pick what platform you like better. Eventually I would like to do a stream on like Facebook too, maybe even TikTok. We'll see, you know, just anywhere, so that way you guys can just chill where you want to be chilling. You know, some platforms are more fun than others. Actually, that reminds me, I forgot to turn on the avatars. Let me turn those on for you guys. Let's have some fun with the stream, right?
This is not gonna be good.
Where's my stream avatar button? Oh man. Well, I'm gonna bring it up for you guys on Twitch. Sorry about that. You guys always like stream avatars. Stream avatars, you get to have like your little avatar on the screen during the Twitch on the Twitch side, and you get to, you know, you get to throw you get to make other people explode. You get to, you know, it's a little bit of roulette, you know, there's some basketball and some other cool things you can do there. So yeah, show up. There it is. Awesome. All right, cool. Let's see. Sorry about the ads. Blood Shark, you went to St. Martin and LHR. Nice. The most chaotic 3 to 4 hours. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I actually got an alert that there was a cheap flight from my local airport to St. Martin in the month of March or April, one of those two, or maybe it was February. It was like in the next 3 months, and I was strongly considering it. And then I looked at the price of like hotel rooms, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need a lot more money to do this. Same thing. I mean, because like most of the times, if you're looking at multiple day trips, then it's like the flight prices are going to be cheap, but you still have to pay for a hotel. And if you're doing like a 1 day trip, the flights are kind of expensive because they think you're a business traveler. So it's like, yeah, it's going to be expensive. And I know in order for me to visit all the airports, I'm going to need to probably get sponsored, but we'll have to, you know, we'll get there when we get there. Jen said, what if you want the premium pass but you have no fleet planes? I mean, ultimately, when everybody starts off with like no fleet planes, right? So what you got to do is really just work on contracts. Or you can buy gold planes, right? But I'm guessing you don't want to buy gold planes if you're asking that question in the first place, right? So what you really got to do is you got to focus on contracts. And I like to focus on player contracts, because I think player contracts are just... They're just more fun to me. I like playing with other people. I think it's cool to kind of like understand their schedules, other people's schedules, and to see, you know, when they're playing and when they're not. You know, I also even like sometimes I get a little concerned in a nice way. I'm like, you know, I saw when like Blood Shark, when his planes were missing for a while, I was like, wow, hope he's okay. I'm really bad at that sometimes. Like I'll think it in my head, but I don't like reach out on Discord, or I don't mention it on Twitch or YouTube or streams or anything like that. But don't worry, I do recognize when I don't see your planes for a while, especially if you're a player who usually sends me a plane every single day. You know, it's so nice to see Hammy's planes again. I know Hammy was on vacation for a while, so that's, you know, one thing. It's always nice when people's planes start coming back. But yeah, back to Jen's channel's question. Jen asked, what if you want the premium pass but have no fleet planes? So you want to... I like working on player contracts, because the player contracts, you know, they'll give you the biggest reward, because the player contracts, you start off at the 10 out of 10 contracted handlings. You see this B752, it's like a brand new contract, but it starts me off at the... It's not a brand new contract because this is actually a renewal, but anyways, it's like a brand new contract. It starts me off at the 10 out of 10 because it's going to another player. It's going to Furious Brain, right? But then we look at this plane over here, which I have on a random contract to Prague, and it starts off at 1 contracted handling. So I know they're 2 separate planes, but you could still get the idea here. I'm going to turn this card over and look at this reward, right? This reward for handling this plane 10 times is 607 silver planes and 93 XP. But if you look at the reward over here, for handling the plane once, I only get 4. I don't even get XP? That's crazy. I don't even get an upgrade? No, something's wrong here. But ultimately, you have to work your way up, so that way you're getting upgrades, so that way you're past the 4 silver planes, then you work your way up to more and more silver planes, all the way up until you're finally at the 10 contracted handlings. So it does take a while to build it up, but there's some players that will do the random contracts as well, like the non-player contracts. That works out a lot, like really well if you play multiple hours per day. It could work out really well because you could get that plane back and you don't have to worry about the other person handling. But for most people, if you're playing like once a day, just sending it to another player will really help you get a lot of rewards. That's why you want to sign up for the phatairlines.com newsletter, because we send out player contracts. Like I'm sending out planes right now. I'm going to offer some VIPs, you know, some trusted VIPs to also send out contracts. But every week I have a new plane. This week it's an A19N. And that plane is set up to go to a bunch of different to different airports. So that A19N is coming from my Muscat, and it can go to a bunch of different airports, including Innsbruck, Bari, Prague, Leipzig, LHR, and BKK. So pretty much everybody can get a contract today or this week from the Phat Airlines newsletter. So you should definitely sign up, and I'll send out an email probably either tonight after the stream or tomorrow morning, and that way you guys can just reply back to the email. That's the only requirement. You just need to reply back to the email, so that way you can get the contract. If you don't reply back to the email, or you send like a blank email or a different email, you're not going to get a contract. But you just reply back to that email and you'll get a contract from me completely for free. Alan Justine, what's up, man? Says, I never saw you streaming this late. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done this. It was actually, I would say maybe almost 2 years ago was the last time that I did a night stream, because I stopped when my son was born, and I never kind of brought it back. I know it's kind of tough for me, but me and my wife are starting to get into the hang of things on, like, now, like, I think the baby should be sleeping by now, so that makes things a little bit easier. He actually fell asleep 30 minutes ago, so that makes it easier. He sleeps a lot longer throughout the night, versus like when he was a newborn. He'd be waking up every 2 or 3 hours, and that just wouldn't be fair to my wife to have to constantly wake up and take care of him while I'm over here playing games. I mean, I am streaming, so I am doing like a little bit of work, right? It's kind of work, but I'm still also just playing games. So it's a balance, but we kind of found that in the evening time, this is usually my time to myself, where I'm usually either working on business or playing World of Airports or playing another game like Rocket League or something. So I figured this week, because I canceled Saturday stream and I'm canceling this Saturday stream, I'm gonna have a stream at least tonight and tomorrow night. I'm also hoping I could do a stream Wednesday night, but I'm a little concerned about Wednesday night because my flight leaves really early on Thursday morning, and I have to leave my home at like 5 a.m. so I can make my flight. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday, but I know tonight and tomorrow night my plan is to stream for you guys. Oh my gosh, Blood Shark, I'm so sorry to hear about the loss from your father. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're back. I hope you're doing all right, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You have timeshares throughout the U.S., Hawaii, and Caribbean. Nice. I have a vacation plan in Mexico and Cancun, but it's not really like I don't really get a discount. I just get extra benefits, which benefits are nice, but like, it's also nice to get a discount. You know what I'm saying? TK said, "Hey, Phat, I noticed sometimes AI contracts, when I level them up, the wallers per flight reduce. Do you know why this might happen?" I think when the contract, when you go from one completed contract and then you upgrade the contract and you go back to 0, I think this bar goes down to like the middle again, right? And I think this bar right here that goes from red, yellow, and green, this bar also kind of determines how much money you're gonna make on the flight. The more green it is, the higher the demand is supposed to be. I think that's how that works. How long have I been playing? I've been playing, I think I started playing like 2 or 3 months after World of Airports was released, and I didn't even realize it. But yeah, I've been playing for a long time. If you're talking about tonight, like 30 minutes. All right, we're not accepting contracts right now. So Jack Air and Able BCS, I'm not going to accept any contracts right now because I usually have a process for accepting contracts here, which I still don't have set up because I am bad at programming things. It takes a lot of time to program it, and sometimes it's like I just rather play World of Airports instead of trying to program the contract redemption, which I hope it's turned off. I'm gonna make sure because some of you guys like to activate it. Yeah, contracts are off. All right, good. So yeah, I don't really have the time, but if you want, you could send me a contract to my main account, the Phat Rican, ThePhatricin, or even if you want to send it to my LHR on Phat Airlines, you could send it there too. I'm playing Phat Airlines LHR pretty frequently. I forget what level I am, but I'm working my way up there, so that's pretty exciting to me. I got a lot of blank contracts here, and I'm wondering why. I shouldn't be wondering why. I probably know why. It's because I haven't played in like 3 or 4 weeks. So we're just gonna send them on random contracts for now, and maybe in a couple of weeks when I'm actually have the contract redemptions set up again, we'll cancel those contracts and send it to some players. Oh yeah, look at Flamingo's playing, man. The Concords, man. How many of you guys are enjoying the Concord update? I think the Concord update was really, really cool. I'm excited to see it, and here's a Concord right for you. Flamingo, great support of the channel. I really appreciate her, and always has some great call signs with their Concorde, so I love to see it. What's up, Tony Airways? Yo, what's good, man? Tony, is this the Tony Airways whose planes look like Southwest airplanes? Yo, Flamingo is here. What's up, Flamingo? Nice to see you. Blood Truck said they handled LHR this morning and you loaded in right now and 238 came back. That's some active players, man. Those are some active players. That's me. I got you, Tony. Tony, thanks for your planes, bro. Concorde update was pretty cool, man. Unexpected, because I had a feeling that was going to be like the last plane to get updated, you know, because like not a lot of people have that plane, but at the same time it kind of felt bad that it hasn't been updated yet, because when you think about it, the people who have the plane unlocked either paid 1,000 gold planes for it, whether they bought it or if they saved up 1 million silver planes to trade them in over multiple weeks. Like, no matter how they got the 1,000 gold planes, that is a lot of money or a lot of time that they put into the game. So I was really nice to see that update in the game come out. Really hyped to see it. How to make my own plane go to your airplane. So if you want your, what you got to do is when you have a fleet airplane, you just hit the assign contract button, right? And then you want to configure the plane. This plane is already configured. And then you select one of the blue airports. The blue airports are the player airports. Now, based on your plane configuration, that'll determine which airports it can go to. There are certain reasons why your plane can't go to certain airports. Like for BKK, for this A333, it's because of distance. For this 333 to Bari, it can't go there because of economy. But if I reconfigure this plane, maybe if I remove some first class and add some business class, maybe I might be able to get it to Bari. I don't know for sure. I don't have it memorized. But there's a lot of different things you got to keep in mind when it comes to configuring the plane. But then you click on assign. If you want it to go to anybody and you don't, it doesn't cost you anything either. It's one of the only, these player airports, these playable airports are the only airports where you don't have to pay for the contract. If you click on any other airport, and you have to pay to assign your contract to that airport. But if you're sending it to a playable airport, you don't have to pay. You still have the contract capacity, so you can only send 3 passengers and 3 cargo, but you don't have to pay. So it's a really great for like a brand new plane that you just got, or you can type in a player name over here and you can send them the request. So that's some things that you can do there. That's how you send out some fleet planes. Yo, what's up, Santa Ozola? Nice to see you. We're over here playing some LHR on my stream only account. I have 3 accounts, by the way. So I have my main account, which is the Phat Rican, and then I have my free to play account, which is called Phat Airlines. So I have my main account, which I love playing. I really enjoy playing my main account. That's where I have most of my contracts. That's where I buy gold planes. I play that account the most. And then I have my free-to-play account where I do not buy any gold planes. All the gold planes I have on my free-to-play account are from trading in silver planes. I do not buy any gold planes. And I do that because I want to make sure I understand the experience for you guys who play World of Airports without buying, currency, without buying gold planes. And I know there's a lot of you guys who don't buy World Airports gold planes. For me, I don't mind buying gold planes because I really do like supporting the games that I enjoy playing. So like Rocket League, I'll buy the in-game currency. Even though Rocket League is a free game, you don't need to buy anything. I'll buy the in-game currency. World of Airports, another free-to-play game. World of Airports is such an interesting free-to-play game too, because it's on mobile. And most mobile free-to-play games force you with ads, and yet World of Airports, the only ads that you have to watch are if you want if you want extra wallers or if you want extra silver planes. Otherwise, they don't really, and they're not even forced on you. They're completely optional. So I think that's pretty cool. I really appreciate that. World of Airports also lets you transfer your silver planes, which is a free currency that you earn just for playing the games, and they let you trade that in for a premium currency, which I think is awesome as well. So yeah. Is Bari a good airport? I mean, I think it's better than Innsbruck. And it depends on what you want in an airport. You know, Bari is a chill airport. If you really like handling small and medium planes, Bari is pretty cool. Bari just doesn't have a lot of large planes, right? I mean, it doesn't have a lot of stands for large planes. So when you're looking at handling large planes, which is really how you're going to level up fast in World of Airports nowadays, because the larger planes give you a lot more XP, it's going to be a little bit slower. So it's a slower airport, but you just really need to get a lot of mediums and smalls, and then you'll be pretty good off. Did I really give 71 subs in the last live stream? Yes, you did. Thank you so much for that. I think you literally got everybody, because I think my stats showed that I had like almost 80 unique viewers on that stream. So I think you got everybody. What is the best airport to get silver planes, gold planes, and wallers? So really, silver planes, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that unless you can make 10,000 silver, let me reword that. For silver planes, your number one goal is to get 10,000 silver planes. If you don't have 10,000 silver planes or more, never buy the 1,500. Okay, I know it's tempting. I know it's very, very tempting, but never buy it. All right, don't buy it. This is only for the rich. You know, once you have like 20,000 silver planes in your account, then you go ahead and buy this. Until you don't have 20,000, don't buy it. Right? Buy the 10,000. Save up for the 10,000. So much more worth it. Okay. So number one goal: get 10,000 silver planes. Now, how are you going to get 10,000 silver planes? I mean, there's some airports that are better than others. I mean, one of the better airports, in my opinion, is especially the newly updated Washington airport. You got 3 landing runways and 3 departing runways, okay? And a total of 4 active runways at Washington Airport. So what that allows for is a lot more planes to land and be at gates. Now, in the beginning levels, that won't really matter because you don't have a lot of stands, you don't have a lot of wallers, you don't have a lot of money. But as you start to level up, you really get to open more stands, you get to get more handling crew, and then it starts to matter a lot more. Actually, what ends up happening, especially if you don't have the premium pass at Washington, which is a super expensive, 110 gold planes. It's the most expensive airport in the game, I think, right now. So even if you don't have the premium pass, you know, the good thing is the planes, their timers do not start until you start handling the plane. So you can have planes sitting at the stands for hours if you wanted to, and their timer will not run out because you haven't started handling it. The timer only starts running when you handle the plane. So having all the planes landed is great. You just have to wait for more handling crew to open up. You could be a little strategic with it, you know. Instead of putting max handling crew like what I'm doing here with most of my planes, you might want to just put the minimum, so that way you're finishing this plane in 15 minutes, or, you know, instead of 16 minutes, you're finishing it in 15 or 14 minutes, not in 9 minutes. But that's really like an early game strategy. Once you start like getting to regional and international status, it's really all about just handling the planes as quick as possible. BW says haircut looks good. Thank you, man. So Washington's a good airport for silver planes. I don't know. I mean, Wallers. Wallers is all about having fleet planes. You know, your fleet planes. Look at this. This A388 is making me almost 13,000 Wallers. I even have a video out on this, by the way. But this A388 is making me 13,000 Wallers. Whereas this A388, both A388s are going to Muscat. All right, they're both pretty similar. I mean, this one has 581 passengers, and this one has 599 passengers. So they're configured slightly differently, but even still, and then like 20 extra passengers is not going to make me 10,000 more wallers. All right, that's just not how it works. It works because your own fleet planes make you so much more money than a non-fleet plane. I mean, it's good to have player contracts in here because you start off at the maximum rewards, right? So that's really, really helpful. But when it comes to wallers, it's all about those fleet planes, and you get a ton of fleet planes from the premium passes. You look at the LHR pass because we're here now, right? But like at level 0, you get an airplane right off the bat from the premium pass. Then you get some liveries and you get some handling crew. I love the handling crew. You get more airplanes, more airplanes, more airplanes, more airplanes. Like every other level, you're getting an airplane. And that's how you're going to get rich in wallers. And then, because you're rich in wallers, now you can buy more stands, which give you more contract capacity and more handling crew. You can also buy, different contracts. If you want to do a map contract, for example, you can afford it because you have wallers. You can buy more equipment, because I always forget to talk about equipment because, I don't think there's really any strategy to buying equipment. It's all about just buying it when you need it. Except in the beginning, in the very early levels, you want to make sure that you're timing the planes. So if you're handling 2 or 3 or 4 planes at once, especially when you don't have a ton of wallers, that's when maybe the strategy comes in for equipment. But otherwise, and I talk about that every time I start a new airport, how I have to think about my equipment. But once you start actually handling a lot more planes, having you don't really have to strategize about the equipment. You can just buy them. So yeah, Waller's not really a big deal. And then gold planes, like I said, you only trade in 10,000 silver planes for 10 gold planes. Don't ever do it Don't ever do the 1 for 1,500. The only time you do the 1 for 1,500 is when you have 20,000 silver planes or more. You could probably do it when you have a little bit less, but ultimately you want to make sure that you're able to make the 10,000 silver planes every single week. That should be your number one goal, or your first goal is to make the 10,000 silver planes every single week, because that cooldown for the 10 gold planes is 1 week long. So if you make 10,000 silver planes every single week, you're gonna get 10 free gold planes, and that's 520 gold planes a year. All right, think about that. All right, Santa Ozola, sorry, see you, peace out, man. Yo, Mr. Uldu Patel says, hey Fat, can you send me an L and X plane to my BKK from any airport? No. Oh, it's Air Global. Yeah, you can get one, man. But I'm not going to be able to do it right now. None of these planes that I have here. Actually, maybe it's A388. Air Global. I can't. Is it Mr. Udul? Marudul? I'm sorry. I'm just going to say Mr. Patel. Or I'll just say Air Global. Sorry, man. Anyways. Do you mind if I set it from my stream account where I only play maybe once a week? I'm really trying to stream a lot more, because I got some big goals. If you guys saw my 2024-2025 video, one of my goals for 2025 is to make more streams. But I'd also, I really want to do more for the World of Airports community, and potentially even maybe get sponsored. We'll see if that can happen, right? But we will see. Oh no! Thank you, Mike. I don't know. I wonder when you lost it. Anyways, yeah, Air Global. I will get you that plane. Air Global, another player that plays often. Really cool to play with. I think there was a period of time where I didn't see your planes for a little bit, and I was wondering if you're all right. But I'm glad to see you here. What's up, Duck? Need to prepare for Chinese New Year. When does the Chinese New Year begin? When is that? I know it's like it aligns with the Lunar New Year, right? But I am very American. No, maybe that's not fair to all Americans, but no, it's just something that I don't really pay attention to. But maybe, you know, you guys are open my eyes to all the things I do need to pay attention to. So, yeah, when is that? What happened to the sound? My bad, man. My bad. I don't know. I must have accidentally hit the mute button on my Stream Deck. Sometimes I talk with my hands, so I'm like my hands are just going everywhere, and then maybe I just hit the explosion. Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year is Wednesday. Oh, today's New Year's Eve. That is cool. Okay, no wonder I'm hearing so much about it. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you for sharing that. Vertical Sentience, yo, what's up, dude? I saw somebody say hi to you, and I didn't even see your message, but what's up, man? Peace out, Duck. Bloodshark say, if anybody needs planes, I can fire away right now from LHR. Leave your in-game name and your airport and what planes you want. That's on Twitch, guys. So Bloodshark giving away some planes on Twitch. All right, so we got these contracts going out. Ooh, oh, I got a lead. Oh man. Now, see, this is the hard part about like business is it's like 9 o'clock at night. Like, I don't know. I think if I wasn't streaming, I probably would try giving them a call. But it's 9 o'clock at night. Isn't that rude? But like, I don't know. I'm at my best in the evening. When is the update coming? Bro. Yeah. Did you max out MSY already? No? Did you like that's I know there's some people who already maxed out MSY, and that's tough to do. MSY is like a medium-sized airport, which really heavily focuses on small and medium planes. You can really, I think you could handle maybe 5 passenger L or X planes at once, and then you have like, I think 2 or 3 L or X cargo stands. So it's not really like a fast airport to level up, because you get the most XP from the large and extra X planes. So I'm not in any rush right now for the next airport to come out, because I still have like 8 or 9 more levels to go. But we don't know when the next airport or next update's coming out. I know we did just get like a bug fix update, which is pretty cool. We got the Concord update, you know, as well, which is unexpected. We got the San Diego, where they've updated the map, which is really, really cool, because now you don't see the black and white grid anymore. Mostly white, right? But you don't see the black and white grid anymore when you're at San Diego. You actually see, it looks like all the other airports where you see the geography, or at least the homes. I like that, man. Oh my god, Freezeman has max level at MSY. You're banking XP. I love that. That's the only reason why I have non-player contracts in my MSY, and so that way I can, when I'm done and I max it out, I can bank that XP for later. Mike said 4 planes at once at MSY. Yeah, I know it's A2W, then you got A4W, and then you got like SC11, and then there's like something 10 or 11. So yeah, I think, yeah, you're right. It's 4. It's 4. Sad. Oh man, I think we finished a few contracts that I forgot to heart. Oh well. So what we'll do is we'll just accept a few of these. And we're going to decline these. Guys, if you want to send me a contract, I really strongly advise you to send it to my either my main account, which is the Phat Rican, or to send it to my free-to-play account, which is Phat Airlines. You probably don't want to send it to this account. This account is stream only, and typically I only stream once a week. And then not only that, but I have multiple airports to play during that once a week. I have Innsbruck, which is not really a high priority because I've already unlocked Bari, so I'm not really trying to like level up Innsbruck a ton anymore. I'm playing that every once in a while, so that way I could get some silver planes from the planes that are there still. But I'm not playing Innsbruck a ton. I got Bari to play, which I think I have like 10 more levels to go to unlock the next airport, which is Prague. I have San Diego, which I still have like, I think like 12 or 13 more levels to go. We'll have to check. But I still have some levels to go, so that way I can unlock Muscat. LHR, you know, what level am I here? I'm level 65, so I got like, what, 16 more level. Well, you know, math is hard, man. That's all right, wait, 75. Yeah, wow, 15 more levels to go. That's not too bad. 16, sorry. 16 more levels to go here, but look at how much XP you need for these levels. 835. So it's not going to be a fast 16 levels, I could tell you that. Man, I wish I could click on these planes. I'm tapping on it, but I can't. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Yo, what's up, Flybird? So you talk with Flyboys about a business idea, a project idea, and they're so sweet. I know they really are good people. It seems like every time I interact with them, it's always a positive experience for me. And I don't think it's like streamer privilege either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they are really respectful of a lot of people, and I really appreciate that too. All right, let's change our camera view. We're gonna follow Hammy's plane in the sky. There's no Concorde over here, right? No. Okay. Yo, what's up, NPS Stewart? You're nexent in the game. Nice. And you want some planes to MSY? Priestman said, Phat, when VIPs are able to give away planes through your email, I might offer my services. You have 300... You have 399 million wallers at Leipzig. I mean, I guess I should have expected that from like the number. I think you're number one, right? Number one player in cargo. The number one cargo, or number one or number two cargo player in the world on iOS. I should have expected you to have 399 million, but I'm still kind of shocked. I really can't wait to see the screenshot of 1 billion though. And you have 100 million wallers at Washington. Nice. Yeah, dude, every time I get to like 10 million, I'm like, all right, time to buy some Concords. So I never break. Every time I break 10 million wallers at my airport, it's always like, all right, I'm buying some Concords. I am out of here. And then I'm back down to like 1 million. So I never break 10 million, but wow, 400 million. That's awesome. Flamingo said, I love all the moving parts of the new Concorde update. So much fun to plane spot. Yeah, I'm not that great at plane spotting, to be fair. At this, I focus way too much on handling the planes versus watching the planes. I try to be better though, especially on stream, because I know the World of Airports, they put a lot of effort into the graphics and looking at it. One thing I end up doing though is I've taught my son how to play some World of Airports. My son is almost 2 years old, and I have to, you know, set the handling crew up. So I'll put on like the 13 handling crew for the A388, but then he'll hit the start handling button, and then he also hits the ramp agent and he confirms the ramp agent. So applause to him. He likes watching the planes fly. He watches all this. So I've gotten a little bit better at plane spotting, especially when he's like on my lap with me. But that's pretty cool. He also knows how to claim rewards, so that's awesome. I'm teaching him how to extend contracts, so soon enough, it won't be me playing my game, it'll be my son. The flames are fun at the St. Martin fence camera. Nice. I haven't bought my Concorde at St. Martin yet. I need to do that. And maybe do a giveaway. I love doing giveaways. We do giveaways, by the way, on the Phat Airlines Discord. So if you guys join the Phat Airlines Discord, we have a bot that was made by Hidden. Hidden is an active member of the community. Hidden Airlines, I think, is like one of his gamer tags in the game. And he has his own Discord server where he actually makes Discord bots for multiple people. So I hired him out to make us a World Airports Discord bot for the Phat Airlines Discord. And we have a giveaway bot where me and VIPs are able to set up one or multiple planes so that we can send out to different people. We could set up how long those giveaways are running for. So like me, I like to run giveaways for maybe like 24 hours or more. Sometimes, you know, it's maybe for a couple hours, 3 or 4 hours, depending upon how fast I want these planes to give them out. Some people will do a giveaway for only 1 hour, right? Everybody has their own preference. It's up to them. And the cool thing about giveaways is that anybody can enter the giveaway, except if it's a VIP only giveaway. But nonetheless, all the other regular giveaways, everybody can enter. So that's the great part, is that it gives everybody an equal chance at winning. So especially for like you newer players who don't have like much of a reputation in the community, because you know people like it when they know they're going to get their planes back. So that's one way to kind of build up your reputation. Join those giveaways, see if you can get a plane here and there from other people, other players. You know, make sure you understand who you're connecting with too. But giveaways are fantastic. Hannah Bear said, teaching the next generation right? That is fun. Your son's a Chad. That's funny. You guys are funny, man. There's a 1 billion screenshot from the devs on the Play Store. Nice. I need to check that out. Baby Phat is aviation genius protege. Yeah, he'll be a lot more knowledgeable about aviation than I began. I'm actually, it's funny because, you know, I was saying earlier how much I enjoy like traveling. And it's like, imagine if he could make the Million Miles Club on the airline, like by the time he's 18. That would be pretty cool. Maybe not, he wouldn't like it. So I need to like, kind of consider him and how he would feel about that. But that'd be kind of impressive. He's got airline miles already, so. When you click on Discord on the Twitch About section, it says invalid link. It's just the word Discord that has a bad link. Gotcha, okay. I'll have to remember that. Yo, Sirance T, what's up? You won a Concorde on the giveaway. Yep. I remember when that giveaway came, when the Concorde update came, I was like, all right, I need to buy like 10 Concordes. And then I was like, wait, we should also reward some VIPs with Concordes. So I bought 5 more Concordes. So we gave away 15 Concordes that week of the update. It was pretty fantastic. It was expensive for me, but you guys have been handling them, so that makes it worth it for me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my music stopped. Flybird said, my manager told me that I should do giveaways of VIPs or subs, so I hate that. That's not who I am. I love people. If I give stuff away, everybody can enter and not paywall behind it. Nice. He got mad and left me. Well, see, that's why your manager couldn't be my manager either, huh? Because I have I have so many avenues where I just give things away to not just like VIPs or the people who support the channel. You could be VIP by also like being really active. So I have free ways to become VIP, but I have the phatairlines.com email newsletter, so anybody can sign up for that newsletter. And every week I'm going to be I give away. I'm going to start saying we, because eventually I'm going to have VIPs also joining me to give away planes, because it's expensive, man. And I'm going to run out of wallers, especially on weeks where I can't play a lot. But anyways, we give away one plane every single week for free. You don't have to pay anything for the Phat Airlines newsletter. You just join it and you're going to get those planes. We also have a VIP newsletter, so if you are like a member on YouTube, check out the community posts. If you're a subscriber on Twitch, you gotta join Discord. Sorry, Twitch doesn't have like a dedicated members only section or subscribers only section, so I can't really, there's no way for me to like share a link with you guys on Twitch. So on Twitch, you guys got to join the Discord, and then you can see the link for VIPs on Discord. You can check the pins on the VIP channel, and you can sign up for a VIP email. I haven't sent out a VIP email yet, but my goal with the VIP email is to send out maybe more large and X planes, since that's going to be really hard for me to do with the regular general email. Sorry to you guys on the regular general email, but that adds up quick. You know, when I have like, I could check my stats, but I know I definitely had over 50 people reply to last week's email, or 2 weeks ago, and I forget what plane it was. I think it was a 738, and that's like 96,000 wallers per plane, and then you have 50 people signing up, right? So let's make 100,000 times 50 is 5 million wallers right there, just from one email contract going out. Now the good thing is that each of those airplanes that I'm giving away, that those 738s that I gave away from my Bangkok to your Muscat or to your Nagoya, each of those planes are making me almost 2,000 to 3,000 per flight. So I'm going to make my money back eventually, but it does add up, and it's tough to kind of make all that money back, especially if I have a week where I'm not playing a ton. What's the real difference between buying airline contracts with only wallers or airline contracts with silver and aircraft and wallers? So there is no difference other than the currency you're paying. But once you reach the different levels, so once you reach regional level, which like at LHR is level 28, once you reach regional levels, then all the map contracts that you have to buy that are regional, they no longer cost you silver planes. And the same thing happens once you reach international level. All the map contracts that you buy will no longer cost you silver planes. That's the only difference, man. Yo, what's up, ASB Mix VR? Nice to see you. Razer VT, what's up, man? Did you hear that they will be able to synchronize both iOS and Android devices? What? That's pretty exciting. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be pretty cool. So many people I know are like waiting for that. I know at least one person that only has an Android phone to play World of Airports, even though their main phone is an iPhone now. Which is kind of silly when you think about it, but like, it's not, because you put so much effort. Like if I had to switch from my iPhone to an Android phone and start from all over again, and like just completely forget about my main account, the Phat Rican, I would probably quit instead of doing that. And I don't want to quit. You reached level 42 at LHR. Nice. Putting behind a paywall is crazy. Even that, sometimes I give away sponsored games. My manager be like, make a subscriber VIP only. Dumbest stuff you heard. Nah, it makes sense, man. Things cost money, right? It's like what I remind people with buying gold planes in world airports. You know, the world isn't run for free. You know, everything costs money. Even the free things end up costing somebody money, right? And the developers, you know, there are actually features they removed from the game because it cost them too much money, right? We used to have a map on a website. It was like map.worldairports.com. I forget actually what the website was, but they used to have a map that we could watch on their website and look at all the flights that were happening in the game real time, including your own flights. And that was pretty fantastic. I really loved that feature. And then later on, almost like a year or two after they removed that feature, they finally told us it was because the costs were too high for that. The server costs were just way too high, and they just couldn't afford it. So I get it, man. I'm always trying to make sure that I keep my free-to-play players in mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have these 3 accounts. I have my main account, I have my free-to-play account, and I got a stream account. So that way I can keep different types of players in mind. Main account is like, those are like the hardcore players. That's me. You know, my free-to-play account, it's more like casual, but also I don't buy any gold planes, so it's a harder game to play because you have to be very smart with your gold planes. And then I got my stream account, which I guess is a much more a very casual account because I only play it once a week. Hopefully more now. We'll see if I could keep doing more night streams. That's my goal. But I got my stream account where it's like super casual, and I could see how long it's taken me just to unlock another airport. You know, actually Innsbruck was pretty quick. So that was pretty nice, but Innsbruck was only fast because of how close other airports were to it, and because like when I was playing, there was a lot of people who were also playing at the same time. So like, for example, actually, like this plane's coming back, right? So when I was playing Innsbruck, I was getting a bunch of people's planes back who sent me planes from LHR, from Leipzig, from Prague. So all these airports, I was getting planes back like almost immediately. You know, it's not a long travel time. So that made it a lot easier at Innsbruck, and it's a lot harder at LHR because really I'm relying on a lot of these X and L planes, and you know, that's it's over an hour travel time, and I'm not usually streaming, I should say, for like 4 or 5 hours. If I was doing like an 8-hour stream, then maybe we could get like 2 or 3 handlings out of one stream, but I'm only doing like 3 hours, 4 hours, so it makes it a little bit more tough to play once a week. Whereas like Innsbruck, we could squeeze out 3 or 4 handlings on one stream. Completely possible. Mike said, I can't imagine trying to play on my phone. I love playing on my tablet. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird playing on the phone, but I play on the iPad. I play on an iPad Pro. That's what you're seeing over there. An iPad Pro. And then on my I got an iPhone as well, an iPhone 16 Pro, which I play World Airports on. In your eyes, you get ad revenue or subs, and beside the sponsored game code for free. Yeah, if you make a lot of money on ads, great for you, man. Ads don't really make a lot of money, man. Not for me. That's why I appreciate people who come in and support. Yo, what's up, Roy McLean? Ooh, drops. Let's get a drop in. How long would you say it takes to buy every standard terminal at LHR? I mean, honestly, I think you could probably do it by the time you're international. By the time you're international, well, actually, it kind of depends, right? If you have the premium pass, you can definitely do it by the time you're international, because you get all these planes, which really help you get a lot more wallers. If you're not you could probably even get it before. But if you're not getting the premium pass, I don't know how long that'll take you, because then you have to buy your airplanes, which cut into your wallers, right? Because like when you have wallers, you have a decision to make. Are you going to use it to unlock more stands, unlock more equipment, or to buy more planes? But when you have the premium pass, it kind of makes it easier for you to make the decision to unlock more stands, you know, or equipment if you need equipment. But it makes it a lot easier for you to make that decision. Why you keep getting pushed all the way to the side? Maybe you should pick a better dropping spot. How long stream? Probably like another 2 hours, I'm guessing. I don't want to stream like after midnight my time, because that's usually what time I need to start winding down my day. But at the same time, like, the problem I have is that I don't get tired at midnight, but I know I need to start winding down, because otherwise I'll be up till 3 o'clock in the morning, until 3 a.m. And that's not good, because I have a job and I need to be up at 9 a.m. And usually I need like a good 7 hours of sleep or 8 hours to really be productive. So that's why at midnight I have to start winding down, so that way I can go to bed by 12:30, and then maybe getting 8 hours of sleep. And then, you know, that doesn't count if my son wakes up in the middle of the night and needs my help. I mean, I'm grateful for my wife, because she usually handles him in the nighttime. But even still, you know, sometimes I have to do it too. So yeah, that's why I gotta wind down by midnight. Thanks for the tip. I'll do it now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that'll work, man. Here's my landing spot. Yeah, what a great spot, man. I like that. What would you recommend me when starting at Sand? So at San Diego, I mean, at most airports, really the main thing you want to do is try and unlock the L stand as soon as possible. But you also need to keep in mind that you have handling crew limitations when it comes to, you know, larger planes. So you probably want to unlock one L stand as soon as possible. It's a little bit harder at San Diego because you have to unlock a terminal as well. But yo, thanks for the follow, Captain. Yeah, you want to unlock the L stand as soon as possible. That's going to help you get wallers, right? L planes, even if they're not your own, still make you 2,000 or 3,000 wallers, right? And that's enough. That's almost enough to get a small stand. And in most airports, what I found is I want to unlock as many stands as possible as soon as possible, because then I stop running into handling crew issues. Unless I'm handling a ton of X or L planes, right? But once I start unlocking more and more stands, then I get more and more handling crew, and which means I can handle more planes at the same time, which means I'm actually spending less time playing that airport, and I can jump to other airports and handle more planes overall. So that's what I like to do. Yeah, that's what I like to do. Got scammed. Roy said, I have a few large planes from Sydney, but you cannot connect to England. Yes, that is correct. That is too far, my dude. Maybe try Bangkok or Muscat. Maybe even Bari. I think there's a few planes that might be able to make it to Bari, but definitely not to LHR. Will the DC-10 or MD-11 come to World Airports? Probably. I would not doubt it, but I know right now World Airports developers' focus is on updating the planes that are in the game right now. And usually when that happens, it's also they look at adding similar models at the same time, right? So when they updated the A320, they added similar models. When they updated the B-77 W, they updated similar models and they added similar models. So that tends to be like the developers' focus when it comes to the game. Now, because the MD-11 and the DC-10 really aren't in the game right now, we're gonna have to wait for all the planes to be updated in the game, like this 752 still needs to get updated before we start potentially seeing new planes added in. At least that's what the last thing that they've mentioned to us is that they want to update all the planes in the game before they start adding more brand new planes. So it might be a while, but I know like those planes are going to be necessary for like airports like Kai Tak to be included in the game, right? So we're probably going to see them eventually. You know, I definitely expect to see them eventually. Oh look, here we go. I run into equipment issues, so now I just buy one. That's why equipment is like, there's like no strategy to equipment after the beginning levels, because they end up so cheap. Maybe at Prague it's different, because I heard that equipment is a lot more expensive at Prague, but I haven't had to start brand new at Prague, so I never like had to experience it. I guess we'll talk about it soon once we unlock that. Nagoya is now the only non-remodeled airports. Yeah, I wonder, we'll probably end up seeing that this year, right? I would not be surprised. Yo, what's up, Captain Nerve? You just want to ask, would it be ideal to save gold planes for L aircraft or start with M-size fleets? You main BKK. So the main benefit about M planes, right, is that you can use that in every single airport, right? Every single airport in the game, and I think in the future as well, will be able to handle medium planes. So that's one benefit. Now, it also depends on what medium plane you want to unlock, right? If you want to unlock the A21NX, I mean, that's like a super, super expensive plane. Let's take a look. Right, so A21NX, $140,000. So you need to not only have the plane unlocked, but then you need to save up $140,000 to buy this plane. Same thing with the 752. But if you decide to do like an A19N or maybe an E190, right, all the way at the end here, E190 for $50,000, you know, that could be pretty beneficial because it's a cheap plane. Excuse me for a second. It's a cheap plane that you can buy pretty early in a brand new airport. But if you're mainly playing BKK, it's probably not a brand new airport for you anymore. So you could really benefit a lot from getting some L planes. Now, what are some good L planes? It's really tough for me to say now, because like there's a lot of great L planes out there, but the prices are just so high now. So I would probably look at some of the planes that haven't been updated in as far as their gold plane price, like the 744 right now. The 744 is only 28 gold planes, and it's $380,000. Probably one of the best deals you can get right now before it gets updated. A346, not really. I would go with the 744 before the A346 personally, mainly because of the 744 can go to more player destinations, and I think it's also more profitable. But I don't really look at the profitability when it comes to the planes in the game, because overall most of these planes are all going to be profitable. The game doesn't really let you send a plane to a non-profitable destination. The only time the plane might be unprofitable is when the maintenance or the upfront cost causes it to not be profitable. So I would probably go with the 744 if you main Bangkok, but keep in mind that medium planes are going to be super useful at all your other airports as well. So just something to keep in mind. Bloodshark would like to see Honolulu or Alaska Airport or Canadian Airport. I think Honolulu or Alaska would be cool. Yo, Flamingo! Flamingo, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Oh my goodness. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that emoji explosion. It's going everywhere. It's going everywhere. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Flamingo. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so Alaska would be cool, right? Because isn't Anchorage, or I'm not. This is what people have told me, that Anchorage is in Alaska. I know that. That's a fact. But they also told me that it's a cargo airport. And I think that would be pretty cool to have another cargo airport in the game, considering all we have right now is Leipzig. And, we have so many cargo planes in the game. And adding another cargo airport would be pretty cool. Honolulu would connect American airports, Nagoya, Sydney, and BKK. That's true. That is true. Mexico Ball, what's up, dude? Nice to see you, man. Flybird's a sub now. Nice. All you guys who are gifted a sub on Twitch, congratulations. Welcome. And I invite you to please join the Phat Airlines Discord and link your Twitch account with your Discord account. Once you do that, you will gain access to our VIP channels, and it'll also give you access to starting giveaways on the Phat Airlines Discord, and the VIP channels. The VIP channels, we have a special contract board there for you too. So that way, if you make a post there, I do my best to send you an airplane as soon as possible. Yo, what's up, Retro Hit Air? Anchorage is a cargo heavy airport. Nice. Love to hear that. I would love another cargo airport. Yeah, facts. Level 66. I got 2 levels today. That's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. I wasn't even trying. Most of the times when I come in and play this airport, what I try to do is I try to schedule all of the planes that are like contract complete. I try to get those planes landed first, but I did not do that today. Not at all. Anchorage is a huge cargo airport. It's a stopover of planes coming from Japan and China. That's probably the only. I don't know how big it is, but if it's a huge and Mike said it in all caps, huge. If it's really that big, that might be the only reason why we wouldn't see it in World of Airports. Because World of Airports, they got to keep in mind that it's a mobile game, and they support a wide variety of phones, right? Not everybody has an iPad Pro or an iPhone Pro, and I understand that. So, and then, a lot of people complain about how hot their phone gets when they play World of Airports too. I see you guys. Yo, what's up, Alan Just? Nice to see you. If there ever is a Mexican airport, I want to be notified immediately. Which Mexican airport would you like to see, Mexico Ball? Huge in terms of traffic. Okay, that is not too bad then, right? All right, we're gonna send this to Air Global because he said he doesn't mind once a week. Mexico City, Puebla, Cancun. Cancun would be only. Well, I've never been to Mexico City or Puebla, but Cancun, they do have that airplane going over the highway. So that would be cool for screenshots, right? And they recently like redid a lot of the roadways over there, so maybe that would be pretty cool. I need to check out those other 2 airports. You keep the settings on low with battery saver, and your phone stays cool. Nice. Yo, Flamingo with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Flamingo. See, I am playing on pretty. I have battery saver mode off, and my iPad is warm, but it's not like hot, But then again, I mean, it is a newer device, so it's like Apple starts making these devices to like play games and like do processing stuff. So yeah, yo Flamingo, thank you so much for 5 gifted subs, for real. 15 actually, right? Oh, check this out. So this is a bug that happens in the game, and I guess I should report this because this is a brand new contract with Air Global, right? But this was a plane that was a canceled contract by somebody else. So somebody else canceled this contract when it was at 3 out of 10. which is understandable. I completely like no hard feelings. All right, but they canceled this contract when it was at 3 out of 10, and now when Air Global accepted this contract, it's looking like it's at 3 out of 10. But what actually, it's a visual bug. It's not an actual bug. We're not actually starting at 3 out of 10 because when we're done handling, it's going to go back down to 0 or 1 out of 10. But pretty interesting bug. And it's hard to like, I mean, it's not often that you get people canceling contracts on you, right? Not on me at least, except on this account. Yo, Alan just wants a Canadian airport because you're going to be an official Canadian soon. Nice. Good luck. Congratulations. Yo, what's up? Not toxic. Mexico ball. Just need to get more lucky, man. Just get more lucky. All right. Easy solution, right? just got to find that lucky button, or go outside and get a four-leaf clover or something. The Phat, do you recommend BKK or LHR to play more frequently? I mean, I don't know. I like LHR because of the number of stands. I think I feel like LHR has more stands, and there's less crossing of runways, right? Because the only time you need to cross a runway in LHR are for the stands that are down, like underneath this runway, right? So all these stands down here, but that only happens when the planes are done handling. And then now you can actually kind of control when planes cross the runway, because now the ground manager not only does it actively manage pushbacks, but the ground manager also manages planes crossing the runway. So you can pause the manager, or you could just not have it turned on, and the planes will stop crossing the runway automatically, which will then keep the flow of planes landing coming in. So that's one thing that's like super beneficial now. At BKK, you need planes to cross the runway in order to get to their stand. They land in that far runway. So I don't know. They're both pretty solid, I would say. So it's hard for me to like kind of pick one over the other. I main both of them, so I don't really like have a super big preference between the two. I would say it's more about like what other airports you want to play with, or who else you want to play with, right? That's really what probably influences more than the airport itself. Acapulco. I need to go there one day too. Vertical Sentient says, after I handle, sometimes it shows the same plane and ready to land has an error prompt. I've noticed that too, but I noticed that mainly when I have like internet issues. When like my Wi-Fi is acting weird, that's when I'll notice it. So like that happens to me like at the airport frequently, where I'll have that plane ready to land and I get an error message coming up. So I'll notice that a lot. What I have to do is kind of force close the game. I disconnect my Wi-Fi and turn it back on, and then I open the game again, and then it seems to work fine for a while until the Wi-Fi decides to do something funky again. But I think that's a Wi-Fi issue more than a bug in the game. But they could probably do a better way of explaining that issue instead of just like an error occurred. Like something that's a little bit more explanatory, bugs that error messages that help explain what's going on are always more preferred, in my opinion, than just like a generic error message. That's why I hate Destiny 2 error message. They say, yeah, you got the weasel error. Like, what does weasel even mean? Acapulco is a very beautiful place. I've seen the TV show, man. I've seen the TV show. Now, I know my parents actually had their honeymoon in Acapulco, so that's pretty cool. I know I had my honeymoon in Jamaica, but we go to Cancun often, so We're going to Cancun in March, so that's another stream I'm gonna have to cancel. I've tried to stream multiple times from my hotel in Cancun, and every single time it was not a success. So I just gave up on trying to stream there until I notice, like, maybe one day I'll notice that the internet's a lot better there. But or I can bring my Starlink. Yeah, what if I bring Starlink with me to Mexico? JFK would be interesting. Yeah, maybe. I feel like I'm not sure how World of Airports, like the developers, feel about certain things now, because I know a lot of policies have changed recently, but I know like they didn't want to have too many like super popular airports in the game, because it would bring in a lot of players, which then add to their cost, right? So like having like a New York airport might bring in like too many players, which kind of sounds weird to say, like especially like for a game developer, right? Like they're trying. I mean, I don't know what their goals are. I would say at least one of their goals is to make money, right? I don't know. Hopefully, if not, then so be it. But I don't know. That's why I would have suggestions if I were part of like the development team. Cancun trip giveaway. Yeah. The only problem is everybody's flight would be so much different in pricing. It would be crazy. You know, what I would consider though is maybe like going to Vegas and doing like a meetup in Vegas or something, like going to like different places in the world. Maybe even like the World of Airports. You know how like the World of Airports developers had a meetup in Prague? I wouldn't be against like doing something similar. I would just have to figure out how to book a room in these airports in a non-secured area of the airport, or maybe a hotel that's near the airport or something like that, which would maybe, I mean, I was already saying how expensive it was to go to St. Martin. Now booking a conference room is going to add a whole nother level of expense. But hey, I mean, if you guys are interested in it, maybe we can do something like that. I mean, I think it would be pretty cool. I would start with the US first, and then we figure out how to go elsewhere. What the? Oh, I saw this gray bar, and I was like, what the heck's going on with my game? And it's just the sky. The sky is gray. A388s rattle your house, Blood Shark. Nice or not nice? But that makes sense that you're so familiar. Because then they need to buy more service and need more income, but then Flyboys want to keep the game free to play. Maybe that's why. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of strategy and thoughts that comes into it. That's why I try to be very careful with my words, especially when I'm talking about business. Because I know what things that I would do, but at the same time, I don't understand like their entire business model either. So I just try to, you know, just give a little bit of my opinion here and there. But there's certain things that I'll be really like I'll have a strong opinion on, and then other things I'll just like whatever. I'll just mention it once or twice. Yo, what's up, A Christchurch aviation enthusiast? Nice to see you. I'm doing all right, man. Had a good day. I actually had a job interview this morning, and I think that went pretty well. I don't know if any of you guys ever use ChatGPT to help you prepare for a job interview, but that was pretty awesome. I used ChatGPT to help me prepare, and man, I was prepared. Now, I didn't get any immediate feedback after the interview or anything like that, so I don't know. You know, they weren't so impressed that they offered me a job on the spot. I'm pretty sure I was the first person they interviewed too, but either way, I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. So we'll see if I get a promotion at work. Even though ultimately, you know, I have a job, I have a business, and I have a streaming, and I'm a dad. I have so many things I'm doing, but like I'm an ambitious guy, you know. I want to make things happen in my life, and I want to accomplish things. I want to travel the world. I want to visit every single one of the airports in world airports, and I can't do that by just like settling for like what I have right now. I need to do more, you know. So that's why I'm always pushing, and that's why we introduced the Phat Airlines email. That's why we have the Phat Airlines Discord. That's why we're streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. That's why we pay for a bot on Discord to do giveaways. There's so many things we do, right? So I try my best to just really kind of keep pushing everything forward. And you know, that's also why like I appreciate like Flamingo gifting 15 subs today. Like I didn't even know she was here for the first, you know, few minutes, and I was praising her, but like even still, like I really appreciate all that, because it really just helps make things a lot easier to do. And also, you know, we're releasing a lot more videos. You know, I have a video editor because I was just too slow at making videos myself. Like, I know how to edit videos, but I was just way too slow. There was no way I was going to come up with 8 videos in a month. And like right now, I think we're almost at like 10 videos this month. I forget how many videos. I didn't count yet. I didn't get billed for it either, but yet I get billed at the end of the month. But anyways, I have so many more videos out now, which help, you know, people to find us, and I'm helping out people in World of Airports too, because the game is not exactly, I mean, it's not hard, but it's not easy to pick up on the fly either. I know when I was a brand new player, I had a hard time understanding what to do, and the game was a lot different than it is now. Like there was no ramp agent in the past, right? So you had to manually, you know, handle each of the planes yourself. It was a lot different back then. It was also like you didn't have contracts, so you can pick the destination your plane goes to, instead of having to like kind of you know, dedicate a plane to a specific destination. So the game was a lot different back then, but it's still very similar now. What I'm trying to get at is, I was also confused as a new player, and I saw a lot of people making the same questions over and over again on the World of Airports Discord and even on the World of Airports forum, and that kind of inspired me to like make some videos. And then what I realized too after making videos, that, you know, some of my videos I wouldn't even watch because I would rather have a text guide, you know, like text written out that tells me the stuff that the video would tell me. So that's where my inspiration for PhatAirlines.com came into play. Now, I don't have any guides on PhatAirlines.com right now, but that's something that we're going to come out with in the future. I just didn't want to, like, I keep getting in my own way sometimes, because I have these ideas and I have these things I want to do, but like I have so many things that I'm doing that it's hard for me to kind of just sit down and dedicate time to do a few things, and that's where I ask for help from different people, and we get the help, and we come out with great things. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. Mike, you had an interview on Friday? Nice. How did that go? They told me I should be hearing back by like the end of the week for this interview, so hopefully I hear back soon. Sports Rule asks, do you have to manually have planes cross the runways, or is it automatic? So you do have to manually have them cross the runways unless you have the ground tower manager active. So that's something that's kind of new. I think as of World of Airports 2.6, they made it so planes do not cross the runway automatically. But you can make them cross automatically if you activate the ground tower manager. So I would say it's almost always worth it to activate the approach manager. The only time it might not be worth it is at a small airport like Innsbruck. But in my opinion, it's always worth it because, like, even throughout this entire time where I'm talking to you guys, I never have to worry about a plane landing. The planes are always constantly landing. All I have to do is assign a plane a stand, right? Which is not incredibly hard. But all I gotta do is assign a plane a stand, and then, you know, assign some handling crew to it, and then we're in business, you know. So I would always assign the approach manager, and on airports where you have planes crossing the runway, like LHR, IAD, BKK, MCT, LEJ, right? No planes are crossing at Leipzig. Sorry. So what is that? BKK, IAD, MCT, LHR, MSY. I think that's it, right? I think those are the only airports where you're crossing a runway. So at those airports, those are the airports where you might want to consider activating the ground manager. And it's only 15 silver planes, and you get 100 silver planes for free every single day. And if you're playing for more than an hour in a day, you're going to eventually make a lot more silver planes than what you're spending on the tower manager. It's going to feel slow at first, and it's gonna feel like you're not, like you're wasting your silver planes that you're trying to save up to get to 10,000. But I'm telling you, just get some player contracts. Make sure you extend it before the timer is up, because you'll save you'll save a little bit. The biggest thing is making sure all your planes are landed. That's the number one thing, because you can handle planes at your speed whenever you're ready, but you want to make sure all those planes are landed, and you want to assign all those planes. That's the biggest thing, because once the planes are on the ground, then you can handle them as soon as you're ready to, as soon as you have enough handling crew. But you can't handle planes if they're not on the ground. So that's the big thing. Alan, just have a good night, man. Nice, you're gonna start streaming Microsoft Flight Sim. Nice. Oh yeah, Blood Shark. That smoke was like almost a year ago now, right? It was like, or maybe like 6 or 7 months ago. Who was that? Hold on, my chat keeps scrolling. Actually, I'm gonna go to YouTube here. Hold on. Edixon's asked, do you play this game alone, or are you a player of a flight simulation game such as MSFS 2024, X-Plane, P3D? I've tried playing some of those other games, but maybe Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 might interest me, because like there's like a story mode in there. But in general, those games just never really I never got into those games. I do enjoy like the flying of the airplane and like doing all of it, but like I played it on a controller. I didn't like it. I tried to play it on my mouse and keyboard. It was just too frustrating. It's like maybe I need a joystick to do it, but then that's a financial commitment as well for something that I'm not even sure I'm gonna actually enjoy playing. So for me, not a game I'm playing right now. I've considered it, but it's not like super high on my list, and I'm not like super excited to like play it either. I know I've seen other streamers do something where they set like a community goal where after like a certain amount of things were contributed or something, then they're forced to play another game or something. So maybe I'll do that, but I rather like for something that I'm more excited about doing than playing one of those games. Not to say that those games aren't fun. They're just not for me. Boa should make it where when you are AFK, it auto handles your planes when you activate all the tower things. How many gold planes would you pay for that? That would have to be like a monthly gold plane purchase or something. Maybe even a weekly gold plane purchase. That would automate too much in the game. That would keep the game on 24/7. That would, wow. Yeah, that would cost you gold planes, I would think. I would like that. I mean, but a lot of people in the community would hate on you for saying that, right? Because they don't want an idle game. But honestly, why did I just say honestly? Anyways, I found World of Airports because I was looking for like idle games to play. And I found, UATC, Unmatched Air Traffic Control, first, which almost felt like an idle game in a way, but not as much. And then I found World of Airports after, and I was like, oh, this is kind of like idle game. But my friend called it. He said I don't like clicker games, and that's what World of Airports is. And I'm like, huh. That's actually pretty true. It is like a clicker game because all you're doing is clicking on things, you're tapping on those buttons and handling the planes. I'm trying to get my friends in real life to get into World of Airports, man. What do those points do? And nothing. Could you get a 737 max contract? Probably not. That player name I'm never gonna memorize. Sorry, bro. Flamingo. Oh. I'm like, what message did you send? It shows up blank for me, but now I see it. You got the... 1K silver planes? You think it's only going to cost 1,000 silver planes for real? When 10 gold planes cost 10,000, and 3 contract capacity costs 2,500, and 1 contract capacity costs 1,000, and you think an auto handling is going to cost only 1,000? I think you're completely wrong. But all right, I mean, we're not taking bets, Maybe we should. It's more than just a clicking game. I think you're right, yeah. But I mean, if you had to simplify it to like the basic bones of it, it's a clicking and aviation game, right? Welcome back from buying fish at the pet store. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. That's fair, bro. That is fair. Is Toby here? Where's Toby? Toby! See, nobody's home. Nobody's at the house. So, Toby has free reign of the house. Toby! You're about to see a 737-700 IRL. Nice. Plane livery changer said, I'm level 32 at LHR. Is it good to have a BCS 1? If you got it from like the premium pass, yeah, it's very useful. You can make some good money with that. If you are looking to like unlock it with gold planes, you could probably, there's probably some better planes you could unlock. I think the BCS 3 has more range, but I think the BCS 1 can also make it from LHR to IAD. With medium planes, that's like the route that you want to probably go for. Unless you're playing with like people who are in the same time zone as you or play around the same time as you, in which case then you probably want to go for, some of these. You can go for like other medium planes and go to one of these other airports. But in general, the LHR Washington connection super solid. I know these, like the A21NX, if that's your airplane, that plane's making you $3,000 or $4,000. If you have a 752, the 752 is making you about $2,000 or $3,000. I forget how much the BCS 1 and BCS 3 make on those flights, but they make some solid money as well. But I wouldn't unlock or buy that plane. But if it's on a premium pass, I would not sell it. I would use it on one of those flights. Do you agree if we have a search bar in contract man so it'd be convenient to find the airline we want? Well, that would make the Woapedia too easy, right? And the Woapedia, I mean, you could search a bar here, but I get where you're coming from. But I think the whole point of the Woapedia is so you can go searching for different airlines and find out how you can get them. There's a leaderboard for the Woapedia. You click on this icon right here. If you're on Google, you're gonna have a different icon, but you click on that icon right there. You got collected liveries, which is a leaderboard for the Woapedia. I only have 69 liveries. That's pretty bad. This is not my main account though, so I'll allow it for now. All right, let's get some hearted planes here first. But yeah, I think I get where you're coming from, but I think part of the Woapedia hunt that people enjoy is trying to be the first one to find that destination or where that plane comes from, because I think the way the leaderboard works is the first person to get the most amount of collected liveries stays in that number one spot until there's another, like, so if there's a tie, the first person who had 1,000 liveries, that person will always be number one until there's a person who has 1,001 liveries, and then that person will always be number one until there's a person who has something higher. So I think that's how it works. Rich said, "Hi, I'm starting out at BKK." Nice. You're starting to save up gold planes. Should I save up for premium in BKK or invest in my own airplane? I'd probably go with. Actually, that's a tough question, right? I would want to know, like, what other airports do you have? Do you only have Innsbruck and BKK, or do you have other airports? If you have only Innsbruck and BKK, you could probably benefit a lot more from getting the premium pass at BKK, because you can get a lot of planes into your fleet from BKK that you wouldn't be able to use anywhere else. But if you have a lot of other airports, if you have like Washington as well, and Sydney, or not Sydney, but like Washington or Muscat or LHR, you have other airports, then you could benefit from getting an airplane unlocked. The premium pass is just so valuable, man. You get handling crew, so you can handle more planes at once. You get airplanes, so you can make more wallers. You get wallers, so you can buy more stands and more stuff. You get liveries for free too. So there's a lot of things that you get out of that premium pass that make that typically my first priority, but it depends on like how many other airports do you have as well. If you have a lot of other airports unlocked, you could probably also benefit from getting an L plane. Edixon said, "I see you have contracts with basically the same airports. Do you do that for the sake of time and to avoid airplanes from all over the world?" No, I like to do player contracts. So there's not an unlimited amount of airports in the game, right? So only these airports in blue are the playable airports. Now you have some other airports as well where I have contracts. That's what you see here on this map on the radar. But I don't have a lot of non-player contracts. Like I almost exclusively have only player contracts on this account. I like doing player contracts because player contracts will give you the maximum reward. When you look at the contract card itself and you turn it over, you go to rewards, on a brand new contract, you're gonna start off at 10 contracted handlings, when on any other destination or any other contract that you receive that's not a player, you're gonna have to start off at 1 contracted handling. And when you're at 1 contracted handling, you're only getting like 1 XP, 2 XP, maybe even 4 XP if it's an X plane, but you're not getting 86. And in order to work your way all the way up to 10 contracted handlings, you have to handle that plane 45 times before you're at the 10 contracted handlings, which is the maximum reward. But when you start with a player contract, you get the maximum reward right off the bat. So for me, I really like the player contracts because I get the maximum reward right off the bat. All I have to do is handle the plane 10 times. I don't have to handle the plane 45 times. There's a lot of other players though that will do, you know, regular map contracts all over the world. And I mean that suits them. They don't want to rely on other players to have to play the game and handle the plane. One of the negatives about doing a map contract though is that you do have to pay for those contracts. If you're not a regional airport, you're gonna have to pay Silver Planes to get that, you know, those regional airplanes in. If you're not an international airport, you have to pay Silver Planes to get those international airports in. And then if you're sending out your fleet planes to those destinations, which I'll show you here, right? If I select a playable airport, I don't have to pay any money to start a contract to a playable airport, and I could send to an unlimited amount of players, whereas you have a contract capacity for non-players, right? So for playable airports, it's not only are these contracts free to send, like as far as wallers go, but you could send an unlimited amount of your own planes. The only limit is your contract capacity and how many airplanes you have in your airport. But you can send an unlimited amount. It doesn't cost you any wallers. It doesn't cost you any wallers, but you're still limited by contract capacity. Once you hit the capacity, you have to pay gold planes. But then if you select another airport, you have to pay wallers to send. So that makes it really hard, especially in the beginning of an airport. Like, you don't have 17,000 wallers when you're first starting off in an airport to send to this nearby destination. 8,500, you're probably better off unlocking another stand at the airport. 2,500, that's not too bad, okay? But still, that's wallers that you're spending that you could be spending in your airport to unlock more stands instead. So that's just my preference. There's a lot of people, you'll see it like in the World of Airports Discord, that have different opinions than me, and they're also really great players. So it's always good to kind of figure out why. And some people though are very, very passionate about their stance on how to play World of Airports. I just give you my opinion and how I play, and a lot of people tend to agree with me, but everybody has their own way, and that's the cool thing about World of Airports is that there's multiple ways to play it, and there's no like right or wrong way to play it, because like ultimately like all the planes end up being profitable. You really can't like go negative in profit. If you run out of money, all you got to do is handle some more computer planes and you can get more money. If you have an unexpected maintenance and you need to have maintenance, your plane just sits there at the stand, occupying a stand. So that sucks, but you can always handle other planes to make money and then set that plane out. So like you really never like bankrupt in World of Airports. So there's not like a wrong way or right way to play the game. I just try to give you the advice so that way it's faster, in my opinion. But that's why you see a lot of the same destinations, because you're seeing the playable airports coming to me. Rich asks, does it cost 56 gold planes to unlock every A359 B77W? Or is it one-time cost? So I've already unlocked a few planes, right? And you'll see here, you have, locked planes and then you have unlocked. So once you unlock a plane for the first time, what you need gold planes and you need wallers in order to unlock the plane for the first time. So for example, when I unlocked the A388, not only did I need to have the gold planes to unlock it, or let's go to a plane over here. Let's say if I wanted to unlock the Concorde right now, right? Not only would I need to have 1,000 gold planes to unlock it, but I would also need to have 1.5 million wallers at my airport in order to purchase it. So you need to have both the wallers and the gold planes to unlock a plane. But then once you unlock it the first time, it's available in all of your airports and it becomes an unlocked plane. In which case, in your other airports, all you need are the wallers. You also need to make sure it's a compatible airport. So for example, if you're playing at Bari or Innsbruck, you can't have X planes. If you're playing at Innsbruck, you can't have L planes, right? There's some airports that don't have cargo L planes, right? L cargos, like Bari, St. Martin, Innsbruck, all don't have L cargo stands. So you can't have L cargo planes. But otherwise, you're going to be able to use them in all the other airports that they're compatible with. So it's a one-time gold plane purchase, but you have to purchase it with wallers every single time. And there is no way to transfer your planes from one air that you buy in one airport to another airport. So if you buy an airplane at Innsbruck, you cannot transfer it over to Bari. If you buy an airplane at LHR, you can't transfer it anywhere else. So essentially, when you think about wallers, you got to think of them as like airport wallers. They used to be called airport wallers. Now they're just called wallers. But they used to be called airport wallers because these wallers are spent in this airport and essentially are only used at this airport. When you go to another airport, you don't bring the wallers with you. You don't bring the airplanes that you buy with you. You don't bring the equipment with you. You don't bring any stands with you. All the stuff that you buy with wallers stay at this airport. So, yeah. What plane can come from Innsbruck to LHR? Like, a lot of them. A21NX, BCS3. No L planes. No L planes to Innsbruck. See you later, Mike. Thanks for joining in, man. Sports Rule said they're all player contracts, but at level 39 prog, I'm getting a 676. Where low level St. Martin, I'm getting half of that. Yeah. So I think what happens is I forget which way it works. So somebody might have to correct me, but I'm pretty sure that okay, I don't know which way it works, but I do know that silver planes or XP, one of them are locked to your plane model, and I think it's XP. I think XP is locked to your plane model. So no matter what destination you're sending your plane to, E170 is always going to give you the same amount of XP on a level 10 contract, no matter what destination it's going to. And silver planes, I believe, are based on the destination it's going to. So if you send a plane a longer distance, you're going to get more silver planes from that reward versus a plane that's going a shorter distance. So I think XP is locked based on the plane model, and silver planes are adjusted based on the flight distance. Very cool little tidbit. And I think that's why, like, I know some people, especially the cargo guys, they were telling me like the 752F is probably one of the better cargo planes out there because it gives you actually we just had one show up. Let me see. 752F, here we go. So 752F gives you 130 XP, which I think is bigger than some of these L planes. Let's see if we have any L planes here. Probably not bigger than the 77W. Oh wow, look at that. 119 for the 77W, and then in the 752, 130. So something to keep in mind if you're looking for XP. 752F is a W. And ASB mix. After I beat LHR, would Muscat be a good airport to start? If not, what airport would be good? Why not play Sydney, man? Sydney's a different type of airport, though. Sydney is almost like it's good for people who like to play with other players, but it's also really great for like players who want to play like solo. There's a lot of like nearby airports. A lot of your medium planes and small planes can't go to other players, so you could really benefit from just kind of like chilling and playing there for a bit. Get a few L planes, not a bunch, get a few L planes, so that way you can get some XP. Get them from other players if you can. Get the premium pass. Maybe a lot of people feel some type of way about the Sydney premium pass because you don't really there's not as much value in there, especially for its price compared to some other airports. But the premium pass, you do get some airplanes for free, so you might want to think about that. YouTube clip right now, yeah, you know where we at. A lot. That's what happens. That's why like these streams. A lot of my, like, you guys know because you guys watch the videos, but you'll see a lot of my I do try to make my stream content also into video content. I know some of you guys gave me some feedback that, like, for example, I'm playing LHR right now, and then some of you guys are asking me for BKK tips, right? And I'm giving some really great tips, but the problem is that the footage that you see is all LHR and it's not BKK. So I completely understand that, and that's one thing I'm gonna work on. But sometimes, man, the advice that I'm giving you guys just fire, and I gotta share it with more people. Sydney is great for additional. Sydney Premium Pass is great for additional ground crew. I agree, but there's a lot of people who. What just happened? I lost signal. Oh, that's no good. That's weird. Well, at least it came back. At least it came back. Okay, Sydney Premium Pass is great for additional ground crew. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Flamingo. But there's a lot of people who were very, very adamant that the Sydney Premium Pass is not worth it. But it's worth it just for the ground crew alone. All the premium passes are worth it just for the ground crew alone. I mean, if you look at the price of ground crew, every single airport will give you at least, I think at least 9 or 12 additional, I think 12 additional handling crew from the premium pass, and 5 handling crew costs you 45 gold planes. So you're gonna make if you're thinking about buying handling crew, you're better off buying the premium pass first. Now 45 gold planes is a lot of gold planes, and I do buy additional handling crew. The cool thing is with this handling crew up here is these handling crew are permanent, the 45 and the 10. So you never have to, like, you don't have to buy them again. They're permanently added. It's not like these other handling crew where it's only for 4 hours or 2 hours or 1 hour. They're permanent. Same thing with the contract capacity. It's permanent. But when you buy the 45 or the 10 gold plane versions, you do have a 24-hour cooldown. All right. So you are limited to buying them to once every 24 hours. But you get to a certain point where you just don't need any more handling crew. Even if you have all the planes on the ground and like you have all A380s, like you still don't need any more handling crew. My drink is green. That's pretty funny, actually. It's like completely see-through. Yo, Pilot Rafi, you've been on a lot of planes, man. Let's see. I was just on a CRJ for the, I think for the first time. I was on an E170 for the first time recently. I've been on a lot of 737s. I was on a 738 Max. I've been on, I think I've been on a 757. I've been on A319. I haven't been on an A320 yet, but I don't think United doesn't have a lot of A320s in their fleet, so I think it's gonna be a while because I'm not flying Spirit or Frontier anytime soon. What else? I've never been on any of the larger planes because I really haven't been to a destination that requires like a large plane like that. So we'll have to see. Earthquake in the Northeast this morning. We had an earthquake in the Northeast. I didn't even hear about that on the news. And like, actually lately I've been like feeling the earthquakes that we've had in the Northeast. So that's interesting. I'll have to take a look at the maps. You want to be on a CRJ9? I think I was on a CRJ7. So I guess I still lose, right? No. And then my flight on Thursday is a 737 Max, Max 9. And then my flight home on Saturday is on a 737-9. So no new planes this time around. But that happens because I fly United. Because they give me free bags, you know? And those bags are expensive, man. United flies 78 A320s. All right. And how big is United's entire fleet? Because that 78 seems like an awfully low number. The earthquake started in Maine and then the Boston area. So Blood Shark's probably more likely to feel it than me. I'm in New Jersey, so that's kind of far. But sometimes some of these earthquakes lately, like I felt one that was in Virginia. I felt that one in New Jersey, but I guess that one was also, it's only like 4 hours by car away, whereas like Maine is like almost 8. So New Jersey was a couple of days ago. Is that why I lost internet last week? I lost internet on Tuesday and on Wednesday last week, and it was so sad. That's why I have Starlink now, because look, I work from home and my wife works from home, and then also I have my business and I have Phat Airlines, and I've always been telling my wife for like the longest time that I've been thinking about getting a backup internet plan, because I just don't want to be out of internet where now I'm forced to either take some time off of work, which isn't even time off because it's not for me, it's because I can't work from home, which, so it's not time off really, it's just I'm having issues. It's not, time off for me is like supposed to be enjoyable, or I'm supposed to be doing something productive, and with no internet I can't enjoy it and I can't be productive. So anyways, and then my wife, she works from home too, and she doesn't even have an office that she can go to. So that would be another thing. Like, she would also either have to like not get paid for her time, or figure something else out. And then, dude, I realized all my local coffee shops where I usually go to like use their internet, and drink some coffee, they also had their internet out. So they have the same internet provider as me, and that made me sad. So I went to Best Buy and got Starlink, set that up real quick in my backyard. So I sent the picture to my brother, and he's like, dude, that looks like a laptop. I would not leave that outside because somebody's gonna come steal it. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I just hid it better. And then my internet came up like later that day, but now we have backup internet, so I'm never gonna be out of internet, which is really good for me. It's really tough when I'm out of internet but I have power. It's like, what am I gonna do? And then like all my stuff, everything I do is internet connected. I'm such a millennial, right? Blood Shark, yes. The only earthquake that they felt was the one from early last year, 2024, which shook my house, and I know Phat felt that one deeply. Bro, I thought an airplane or a helicopter was flying over my house during that earthquake. I was holding my baby son. I forget how many months he was, but we were measuring his age in months, right? And I was holding him, and I was like, "Whoa, that's weird." Then I went outside to look for the plane because I was like, "Wow, that's a very low-flying plane." But nope, it was just an earthquake that shook my house and rattled all the windows. United has 1,456 planes. Wow. So if my chances of getting 78 out of those 1,400 planes is less than 1%. But I guess my chances are increased because I fly out of a United hub, and I think I know Newark is a hub. Isn't Washington a United hub too, or no? I feel like they are. I could be wrong though. I know Chicago ORD is a United hub, but I don't really go to Chicago. Will WOA add crashes or fire crew for a new minigame? They will never add crashes. Don't ever get your hopes up for that. They want to keep the experience kind of positive about the airlines and about the airplanes, and crashes are not positive. I think one thing that they did say they might consider adding are like medical emergencies or like runway repair kind of thing. Like those kind of emergencies might happen. But as far as crashes, no, you're never going to see a crash in World of Airports. And I think that's a hard stance from the developers on that. You've been on an A380? Bro, I would, one thing, if I'm going to be on an A380, I want to fly first class on an A380. I've seen so many of those videos, and that would make me so happy. I'm happy just talking about it. Oh my gosh, that would be pretty cool. That would be expensive too. But I feel like I would take one of the longest flights I could take, so I could when I fly first class on an A380 like that. Blood Shark, you have a generator? Nice, dude. I was thinking about a generator too, bro. I was thinking about it. Like that was like 4 years ago during COVID. I was thinking about it because I was like, man, like things got crazy during COVID, and the same thing, you know, I was like, I can't be without internet, I can't be without power. And then, you know, especially now I'm rethinking about it. The only problem is I was quoted like $10,000 for the generator, which is, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's probably like worth it because then you could be up for multiple days. Like you said, it's hooked up to natural. Well, mine would be hooked up to natural gas, and it would power the whole house. And now, you know, I got a kid. We have a family. You know, losing power stinks. We've lost power once. It was like in the middle of the summer. And man, we stayed in the house, and that was such a mistake. I learned so much from that mistake though, because it was the middle of summer, and I was like, oh, it's not, you know, it's not gonna be too bad. My house got so hot. I feel bad for all you Europeans are sleeping right now. But I know in Europe, you guys don't have AC. And just one day, I was like, next time we are finding a hotel and we are going to a pet-friendly hotel, bringing Toby with us, and we're not staying in the house while there's no power in the summer. You know, we've done okay in the winter. Actually, it was more like the fall. We've never had a power outage like really bad in the winter, but now with the kid, I think I need to think more about getting a whole home generator, because, like, you know, that's, you know, well, it's like my wife and I can make decisions, right, about like, oh, we're gonna go to a hotel, but like now we're also in charge of, like, we're responsible for someone else's life too, and we want him to be as successful and, like, you know, as healthy as possible. So I think we might do that. Only aviationers can misthink an earthquake for an airplane. Yeah. Well, actually, see, there's like a military base. It's like not close to the house, but it's close enough that we have a lot of military airplanes that are flying like low, like at like 2,000 or 3,000 feet. So I do see a lot of airplanes like kind of flying over low frequently, and then we also get helicopters too, because there are a few like hospitals and police stations around us that have helipads. So we do also get like the helicopters low flying as well, which kind of shake the house too sometimes. So that's probably why I thought about that first. Whenever your block goes out, your house sounds like a Harley Davidson motorcycle, which is exactly what it is. Yep. I'm even thinking about just like those $500 generators, just so I can power like maybe a heater or a few important things. But I don't know. I might need to rethink about getting a whole home generator now, because especially like losing internet was bad, but losing power would be even worse. I don't lose power. I lose power like maybe every 3 years, and it's usually for like 1 day max. The longest I lost power was for like 4 or 5 days, and that was in like the fall, so it wasn't even that bad. Like the weather, the worst part was not having internet. Rafi's been in a cockpit of an A380. Nice. That's pretty cool. 12K worth the investment. Nice. Oh, Toby's here. What's up, Toby? Toby, come here. The people want to see you. Look, guys, it's been so long since you've seen him. Say hi, Toby. Can you speak? Look, this is my dog Toby. He used to make frequent presence on the streams. He's really not friendly with people that he doesn't see often. He's very protective, and I mean, he's a small dog, but he just he needs to warm up he takes a long time to warm up to people, is what I'm trying to say. And so it's just, especially while I'm streaming, because usually I'm the one training him, so especially while I'm streaming, it's hard for me to train him and stream, so we have to kind of keep him away. And then like during the day when we have our babysitters, the same thing. It's like I have to work, so I can't really train him. So we're actually when I do my family vacation in March, he's actually going to go to a dog trainer, so that way we can kind of he can have the foundations already trained in him, and then I can kind of me and my wife can take that and build upon it at home. So we'll see. Hopefully that'll help him to be a nice family dog. So cute, bro. Yeah, right. You wish you still had a dog? Oh man, dogs are so great, but like they're also like such a huge responsibility too. It's like when I think about it, like not only I have the responsibility, but like now I also can't be away from home for more than 8 hours. I guess I can, but like there always has to be somebody who could be at home within like every 8 hours or so, right? Because we can't just like leave. And then like you have to make sure we take them out for walks, and like I hate the cold, so I really haven't been taking them out for walks recently. I really hate the cold. I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm built for the heat. I'll take him out on a 100 degree day. I'm glad all the Europeans are gone. Well, actually, we got some people from Asia here, right? So you guys, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, I don't know what that is in Celsius. I'm sorry, but it's definitely not freezing out when it's 100 degrees. Actually, 100 degrees, isn't that like 30 Celsius or so? I know like 27 is like pretty comfortable for me. So It will help when you sell the house. I know, that's one thing I also think about too. But it's like, do I really even want to sell the house? I did find a few. It's pretty interesting that you mentioned that, because a couple of days ago I was looking at houses for sale in my like 5 mile area, and there was this like 4-bedroom 3-bathroom home that I saw that was up for sale for like 1.1 million. And I was like, man, but like I had all the things that I would love in my house, because not only did it have like 4 bedrooms, which would be great, especially when we have another kid, but it also had enough. It had like an office room, and then in the basement it had enough room for me to like build out like a studio or something, so that way I could have my own space for like my YouTube stuff and all, and my streaming stuff. And my business stuff, and then it had like another like a family living room or family room, so that way we can like host people nearby without like them also like introducing them to the rest of the house. So I thought ultimately, I was like, man, this is like a dream home. Can't afford a 1.1 million home, but hey, that's what dreams are for, right? What's up, Jenny? Janie? A Ryanair flight sent you to a place because to space because it landed too hard. Oh gosh. My car stays clean in the summer, not in the winters. Yeah, I have to actually. So my job is actually requiring me to be like hybrid instead of remote now. So I am going to probably sign up for like a car wash membership, because dude, first impressions matter so much. People will always say that like impressions don't matter, but like I'm going to go to the office like with a nice fresh haircut. I kind of feel bad that I never got a haircut for you guys. My hair was extremely long and crazy and stuff, so I gotta show up for you guys too, so I'm gonna make sure I do that. But especially at work, where I'm making impressions. There was one day where I was this was like years ago, but I was in the elevator with the CEO. Like, that was crazy. I was I don't want to say that. No. I was just an analyst, a regular like analyst in the company, and I was not doing like super important work that needed the CEO's attention. So I just say hi, hey, my name is Jeremy, it's nice to meet you, nice to see you. And he was very pleasant, so that was pretty cool. But yeah. Malaysia, nice. 80 Fahrenheit. Oh, that's where I need to be. I can't be here where it's like 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 Celsius. No thank you. I need the heat, man. But the good thing is, at least New Jersey, I only have to deal with the cold for like 4 months maybe. And then the rest of the year is pretty nice. Although I wouldn't mind living in Florida, where it's hot year round, and I've been in Florida in July, so I'll go to Puerto Rico too, but Puerto Rico is not a state, so I wouldn't be able to vote. But like, do I really even care about voting? What's up, William? What's your wet rec? Will you collab with WOA soon? They've asked me to collab with them on a couple of their releases, right? I was on their live stream. It's just like a lot of back and forth and making sure schedules match. I wouldn't mind doing it again if they wanted to reach out. If they wanted me to like bait, like they even asked me to stream the 2.0 before it came out. They streamed the 2.0 beta, so if they want me to stream betas and things like that, I'm more than willing to do that. And I'm pretty sure they know, because I talk with Kuba-san every once in a while, maybe like once a week or so. Just we talk about our lives, and we talk about worldly airports, and we talk about just how things are going. Janny said, I'm with you as far as cold weather goes. I'm a snowbird and I hate it. Yeah, you know what? I should probably be a snowbird before I'm old. I guess I am old right now, but Be a snowbird now before I'm like before I'm even older, so I could say no, I did that when I was younger. Don't worry, I've always done this, you know. Yo, what's up, Rick Rashid? Bloodshark said 1 mil gets you 2 3-bedroom house, 2,000 square foot homes around me go for 1.5 to 3 million. Oh, Long Island. Okay, I'm familiar with Long Island. Yep. Yeah, see, my area used to never be this expensive. I would expect, before COVID, that 1.1 million home probably would have been around 600,000 or 700,000. So it's like now this goes back to what I was talking about before about like how I can't stay like satisfied with where I'm at, because like that's just not how the world works. That's why I work my job. That's why I have a business. That's why I do YouTube and World of Airports streaming. I don't make a lot of. I actually lose money from World of Airports stuff, my Phat Airlines stuff. I'm hoping this year actually changes that for me, but because I pay a video editor. I have big plans, but ultimately, I can't just stay where I'm at, because I'm not going to grow, and everything else is like just increasing in price. And if I stay where I'm at, I'm just not going to achieve what I want to achieve. I want to go visit the world. I want to visit every single one of the airports in this game. I want to meet, maybe even do meetups with you guys in person. I think that would be pretty cool. As long as you guys are willing to show up. But like, you guys always show up. I love it. I have this stream, that was barely announced. How many people do we have here? We have 19 people on YouTube, which is fantastic, and 15 on Twitch, which I'm super hyped about, because like, honestly, I never stream at night. None of you guys are used to me streaming at this time or this hour of the day. So like, I really do appreciate y'all being here, and that's one of my things that I'm keeping in mind is I want to grow everything that I'm part of. So, yep, that 600,000 home is now 1.2 million. Guys, please follow my Facebook. The link is pinned above. I was trying to stream on Facebook today, and Facebook said I needed 100 followers before I could stream on Facebook. So that made me sad, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask people to follow my Facebook. So if you can, just follow my Facebook, my Phat Airlines Facebook. Get me closer to 100. I've been a lot more active on Facebook lately, just posting more stuff, because I know there's a lot of World of Airports Facebook groups out there, so I've been joining them and helping support people and giving advice there too. Is there any chance of getting Pearson International into the game? I'm not a developer, so I wouldn't know. I don't even know what that airport is. Hey, I never said I didn't vote. I just said if I go to Puerto Rico, I can't vote. YouTube said my name. You're welcome, man. In the future, do you think we'll at every airport in the world? That's impossible as a mobile game, especially. I do think they're thinking about how the game is going to function with even more airports in the game. If you look at some of the sneak previews that they shared with us about the new UI that's coming in World of Airports, one of the things that you'll notice is that there's a whole brand new like airport selection screen, and the new airport selection screen is actually like just the radar. It's this radar, but it's not just my active airports. It's going to be where you select what airport you want to go to, and then you could press play. So that's a pretty cool, like, interesting new way to kind of select an airport that you're going to be playing. And it's probably a better way of doing it instead of the endless scrolling that you have to do right now. It's not endless, but I'm exaggerating. But you know, as they add more airports, it's going to be that way. But every airport in the world, I don't think that's possible. Even if they if that was their mission, that's a cool mission. I don't think it'll be possible. There's too many like local and small airports. But I think they're going to try to hit as many of the major and even some of the minor airports as possible. They want to be the world of airports. That's one thing the developers mentioned in some of their asset developers. They want to live up to their name, so they want to have airports all over the world in their game. So that's like their first focus right now. I think that's why we're seeing a South American airport coming in next in the game, because that's a whole continent that's missing, right? We did get Sydney, so that's a continent that's now fulfilled. I think we're missing, I guess you could say we're missing Africa, right? I think, we're missing Africa. We got a lot of Europe airports. We got a few US airports. We got even the Caribbean. We don't have, I guess US does count for North America, which makes the Canadians and Mexicans sad, which is understandable. But then, think about the Europeans. They have each of their countries that are like the sizes of states in the U.S. But and they want each of their countries to be represented too, right? So we'll see what they can come up with. They committed. And they mentioned that they were aiming to do 4 airports this year. So we'll see where that comes. The first plane you ever went on? I don't remember, man. I was too young. I liked airplanes when I was young. I was like 10 years old when I took my first flight. Actually, no, I was 7 years old when I took my first flight, and the flight was to Puerto Rico. And I remember being excited. I don't remember going through the airport. I remember being on the airplane itself. I had a middle seat, but we were with my family, so it wasn't like an uncomfortable middle seat. And we were looking out the window, and we were playing some games that we usually play in the cars, because in our car we usually take the car from New York to Florida for vacations. So to be on an airplane to go to Puerto Rico was a pretty cool experience, and I've never done that before, and that was really exciting. But I don't remember any of the airports at all. All I remember is the flight, and I don't know what plane I was on. And then as an adult, like my first airplane, I'm pretty sure was a 738. It's the airport of Toronto. Nice. If you would have said what's it called? What is it? ICA? No, that's. If you would have said the 3-letter code, I probably would have known better. Yo, what's up, Raven? Everybody, you guys should check out Raven. He has some dope rap beats, bro. I met him in person too a couple weeks ago, so that was pretty cool. Really nice guy and really sweet beats, sweet lyrics. I actually played him a few times on stream here, and credited him. Domingo thought the next airport was going to be a Canadian airport, because a lot of Canadians who play the game. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like Yellowknife because of some of the previews we saw, like the Buffalo stuff. But now at this point, I don't know anything anymore. The only time I might have a hint is when I get like a beta update ahead of time. But even when I get a beta update ahead of time, I don't expose anything unless the developers expose it first, or if the developers tell me I can share it. And the funny part is too, it's on stream, which I think is hilarious, and it's not on purpose, but I still think it's funny, and I'm not gonna change it. But you see down here underneath, right where my mouse is, on the bottom left, that's usually where the World of Airports version number would be, and my game, my account name, and then the airport and the temperature, right? but that's hidden. It's blocked by the stream. So I think that's hilarious because you never know if I'm playing a beta version in front of you or not. Unless you're really paying attention sometimes to like some of the details, you probably won't be able to tell. Sometimes too, though, I also start off at the World of Airports homepage. So if you're on YouTube, you might be able to rewind and like check the beginning of the stream, because sometimes I'll start off at the World of Airports, like the actual starting homepage, which will tell you what version I'm playing. So just a little heads up for you guys who are here. You might be able to see some beta stuff. You might not, but you'll never know because you can't see the version number on the bottom left. Oh my gosh. Which airport are we looking at now? We're at LHR. You can see the airport on the top left here. So LHR right up here. Dude, I wish we still lived in the age of Concords. That would be so cool. It's like, I like flying for travel because it's so much faster. Like, I went from New York or New Jersey to Virginia, and that flight was like an hour long. But like that drive would have been 4 times as long. It would have been like almost 4, maybe even 5 hours. Because it's like 4 hours to get to Washington, D.C. So then it's another hour to get where I wanted to go. So it would have been 5-hour drive. Which would have been like, I could have done that. I've done 5-hour drives before. But like, that's why I like air travel. Because it just shortens that time so much. And then the Concorde also was faster, right? So, that would have just been a whole nother level, man. If World of Airports gets banned, what will you do? I'll probably cry and then try and make my own version. I don't know. Like, did they get banned because like they were like TikTok and owned by China, or did they get banned because of App Store policies? Like, what made them get banned? But yeah, one of the things I've always toyed with in my mind, but never actually took action upon, is maybe creating my own game that's inspired by World of Airports. It would be more of an AFK game, like one where you can progress even when you're not playing the game. That's like the one of the differences I would do if I were to make my own game inspired by World of Airports. It would be like an AFK, offline type game where if you're online you'll make more money, but if you're offline you'll still make a little bit of money, that kind of thing. And it would be inspired by World of Airports. That's something that I really think would be cool, but I don't even know where to begin. And like, I don't know any game programmers or anything like that. And then there would be a big financial commitment up front. I don't know. Maybe I guess I do know some game programmers, right? I know the World of Airports developers. You can fly from JFK to LAX in under 6 hours. I know, right? I was surprised how fast my flight to Vegas was. I feel like I got from New Jersey to Vegas in about the same amount of time as it took me to get from New Jersey to Cancun, which is crazy. Because like, I felt like those flights, like those cross-country flights, used to take so much longer. But maybe either technology's gotten, what's changed, or maybe my sense of time is just different. Rafi's been on the Concorde in the museum. That's pretty cool still. It's 7 to 9 hours for you to go to KL. What's KL? From Penang using a car? Dude, that's one thing I really like about, like, I forget, there was like a weird survey that was sent my way, and I forget what it was for. I probably should have remembered, but I don't remember. But the weird survey asked, if you had one superpower, what would it be? And for me, it was instant teleportation, man. I mean, I love airplanes, don't get me wrong, right? But like being able to go from here to like anywhere instantly, no time wasted. Psh. Give me that superpower, please. You do miss more things in a plane than a car, but you also get a new perspective, right? Because you get the, like, if you fly at night, like, have you ever sat in the window seat in the airplane and flying at night? Like, those stars are just like, I don't know, they just seem so much brighter. I mean, you also don't have as much like light pollution, right? So you get to like see the stars. It's pretty cool. If you're flying during the day, you get to see all like the farms and like just the patterns and how like the landscapes are laid out. Now if you're sitting in the middle or the aisle or you know anywhere else, you're not really getting as much out of the views. But that's why I typically like sitting in the window seat. The only problem is I don't like bugging the people who sit next to me in the airplane, so I can go up to use the bathroom. Always makes me feel bad. So yeah, but oh well. Sometimes I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go, you know. Rich flew from JFK to Sin last year. I took about 19 hours. Is that Singapore? Isn't that's like one of the longest flights, right? That's incredible. I would definitely want to do one of those flights, but I would want to be like first class for sure. Jet 2 retires the 757. That's sad. Flying during the sunrise is cool to see. Pleasure I had to be on a couple of those flights. One of the things, speaking of like sunrise, one of the flights I would love to do is like on July 4th. You know, Independence Day in the US, when everybody is shooting out fireworks and like it's like kind of expected. That's one of the flights I would love to do, a night flight going from like New York to like California. You know, leave New York at like 8 p.m. where it's like dark out already. Actually, at 9 p.m. where it's dark out, and then arrive at California at like, what would it be, like 7 p.m. because there's a time difference, a 3-hour time difference. And like essentially that entire time we would be in the dark, but you get to see all of the fireworks going off. I would love that. ASB's only sat in a window seat. Nice. Yeah, if I know certain flights I'll sit on the aisle seat, certain flights I'll sit window seat. The only time I sit middle is when I'm with my wife, which means one of us is sitting window or aisle. Or one of us is sitting middle, right? So that's the only time I really sit middle. What's your favorite airplane? I don't know, man. In the game, I like the 752 in the game. In real life, no clue. Wow, we handled like 200 planes today. Look at that map. That plane still has 46 minutes to go. We got planes just getting to Muscat now. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's Mert's probably at Muscat handling all those planes. This is pretty cool, guys. If you have a Phat Empire plane, or if you have a plane going to Phat Empire, I am planning on streaming again tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you don't know what time 9 p.m. Eastern is, just go to your main menu in World of Airports and check out the time at Washington IAD. IAD is the same time as me, so you can always look at that. But 9 p.m. Eastern is what time I'm looking to stream tomorrow. I might do it a little earlier, like I did today. Depends on the on my kid. He usually goes to, like, we usually try to put him to bed at like 7:45, but some days he doesn't want to go to bed until like 9 p.m. But 9 p.m. is like the hard, like, stop. Like, no, at this point you're going to your bed, because otherwise he's not getting enough sleep. So that's why I can commit to 9 p.m. Like today we put him to bed at like 8:15 p.m. So I was able to come down and start streaming at 8:30. But yeah, join me again tomorrow, guys. That would be a lot of fun. I would really appreciate that. I'm gonna see if I could do a Wednesday stream, but I don't know if I can promise that just yet. I did put it in my Discord announcement, so I might maybe do like a one hour stream or something like short, just to kind of handle some more planes, because I did cancel this past Saturday, and I'm canceling this coming Saturday because I'm doing some travel for business. I want to remind you guys too, while you're here, you know, if you're not part of the phatirlines.com email newsletter, make sure you sign up. All right, you can get free airplane contracts from me, and eventually we might have some VIPs also do some contracts on that newsletter. But right now, every single week we are sending out an email that that allows you to get an airplane to your airport if it's compatible, of course. So this week we're actually sending out an A19N from My Muscat that can go to LHR, it can go to Innsbruck, it can go to Bari, it can go to Leipzig, it can go to Prague, it can go to BKK. So it can go to every single player in the game. So if you're not signed up for the newsletter, sign up today. I will send everybody who signed up today an email to let you reply to, because all you got to do is reply back to that email, and then you can get that contract from me as soon as I'm in that airport and ready to send. I do have to buy all of those contracts, right? So I do have to buy all of those planes. So reply back. That's all I ask. Reply back. Tell me what airport you want it to and what your username is, and I'll send you that contract. I promise. Every single person who's replied back with a valid username and a valid airport has received the airplane. Every single one of them. I did over 50 738s 2 weeks ago, which cost me $5 million at my BKK, and I did that 2 weeks ago. So I will do the same here at Muscat, no matter how many planes people order. But it's only one per person, one per email. Have I flown on Malaysia Airlines? Now, I've only flown on United, JetBlue, Frontier. Yep, that's it. Those are all three of my airlines I flew on. And I have silver status with United, so at this point there's no point to me flying any other airline, because I want to, if I'm going to keep flying, like, the real benefits start happening at gold status with United. I'm only silver. So for me, it just makes a lot of sense to just keep flying United, because I get a free checked bag, I get priority boarding, I get free upgrades. I got an upgrade for my flight home from Virginia last time, where I paid for a economy seat and I got a first class seat for free. So that was pretty cool, but it was only an hour flight, you know, so it was only an hour. But still, it's pretty nice not having to pay for first class. Can I send you a medium or L plane to St. Martin? What you got to do is you got to join the Phat Airlines Discord and make a post on the Phat Airlines Discord contract board. On the contract board, anytime I have a plane that is ready to be sent out and I know where I want to send it to, which is very frequently, you know, when I have like a plane at Washington or at New Orleans, you know, IAD or MSY, those are two airports that I can send planes to St. Martin, right? Especially small or medium planes. I could definitely send those to St. Martin from those two airports. So make a post on the contract board, because when I have a plane, like right now I have these planes here. If this is my main account, what I would be doing is I would go to this, I would click on this airplane, I would see what airport it's configured to, and I could tell right now it's configured for Washington, right? And then I would go to my contract board on the Phat Airlines Discord. I would look at the contract board, see who's looking for a contract to their Washington, and then I would send them the request. So that's the best way, because I'm not always buying planes. The only time I'm always buying planes is when I'm doing giveaways or when I'm or my email newsletter. Otherwise, it's not very often that I'm taking time to sit down, configure a plane, or buy a plane, land a plane, configure a plane, and then type in your name. It's all a very big process, which is why I have that emails newsletter, so that way we can get people sent planes. I think, in the next week's newsletter, we might have some planes that are compatible for St. Martin, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I need to think about it, and I need to look to see how much money, how many wallers I have in my airports, because it is quite expensive for me to have to buy all these planes and send them out. So yeah, just join the Phat Airlines Discord, make a post on the contract board, and that'll be my most recommended way for you to get a contract from me going forward. All right, see you later, Blood Shark. Thanks for joining, man. I'm glad you're back. I'm sorry to hear about your father, but I'm glad you're doing all right. Easy Nuts is still here. What's up, bro? You flew on a C-17, C-130, C-5, and 380. Nice. Nice. So a 6. You're welcome. Yeah, it's 11:30, man. Let's see what planes we have. We have a lot of cargo planes that are ready to land. A few small planes. All these planes have assigned gates, though, so that's good. This plane should be hearted. I like to heart my X and L planes, especially, well, that's not my X plane, but I like to heart X and L planes, especially like when they're like cargo planes in non-cargo airports, because all these cargo stands are empty, right? But I have so many cargo planes waiting to land that it kind of makes sense to heart them, so that way they land first. Because the way these tower managers work is they will automatically assign, or they will automatically land hearted planes first. Now, planes are always the approach manager will always land planes in the order that they were assigned, but hearted planes will land first, still in the order they were assigned a gate. So always a good idea, in my opinion. So you could send if you want an active player, you could send a plane contract to the Phat Recon. I'm not playing that right now. I'm playing Phat Empire, which is my stream only account. Right now, I typically only stream about once per week, so it's not the greatest account, in my opinion, for most people to be contracts partners with. A lot of my contracts you'll see are from like T5 F5. That's like somebody's alternate account. You have Hammy, a very active and a player with a huge fleet. You have Meek Raven of Bronze Realm, another active player with a bigger fleet. Doja's Pro, active player too. Aries Mike with another player with a large fleet. David Elio, large fleet. So a lot of these players all have really large fleets, so they don't really mind if they don't get a plane back in a week. But for like, if you don't have a large fleet, I would not recommend you connect with this stream account, because I do not play daily. I barely play weekly, because I have 3 other airports to play. I have Innsbruck, I have Bari, and I have San Diego. So I have 3 other airports I also need to play. So like tomorrow when I come in, I'm probably going to play some LHR, because I really want to unlock Sydney, and I really want to unlock Bangkok. But I also want to unlock Muscat, and I also want to unlock Prague. So tomorrow I'll probably start off at LHR, probably make my way to Bari or to San Diego. I don't know which one yet, but I definitely need to play one of those two tomorrow. Did you know I've been on a Luft 747 a few days? The plane got retired. Oh wow. T5 T5 Mert, I know that's your second account. I just didn't want to like tell everybody, but now you're telling everybody, so I guess it's okay. I knew it was your second account. I just didn't want to like blow up your spot. All right, see you later, Easy. Thanks for being here, man. Mert, I didn't even know you were here, man. You probably you probably stopped in like an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, right? Thanks for stopping in, man. It's always nice to see you, dude. Mert's like in every single stream. I'm up. Right, he's VIP. Alright, we're almost done here though, because I still got a lot of planes left to land, like 30 planes, but I do have to admit, a lot of these 30 planes don't have a lot of handlings. Actually, here's one that has 3. So another thing I like to do is heart the planes that have 7 or more handlings on them, so that way they land first, right? Especially when I like on these last 30 planes, going through them and selecting the ones with just a few handlings left on them can really make a big difference. All right, and our timer's running out. So you joined like an hour ago. Nice, thanks, Mert. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much for being here, bro. Oh, it's I was surprised to see your name. And I also don't like talking about people when they're not here. Although I do talk about a lot of people when they're not here, but I don't say anything bad. Don't worry. Here's another active player, Twill Gaming. I'm surprised he's not here. But then again, he also goes to bed kind of late. But alright, I'm gonna snooze this ad because I am going to end the stream. Guys, I think... Yo, ADB, yo, what's up, dude? Long time no see. Can you buy a Malaysian Airlines and BOA? I'm not buying anything on this account for sure. This account, I really focus a lot more on player contracts because I want to see how much faster or how much faster it feels to level up versus doing like a mixed approach, which is what I do on my other accounts. So this account, I mainly have only player airlines. I do have like this British Airlines is just a local contract because every hour when I get a local contract and a random player arrival, I accept them, but I just don't renew the contract. So that way I get like 1 XP, which is cool, and I get like 2 silver planes. But whatever, I'll take whatever I can get, you know? After all, I do need like 2,000 more. Maybe tomorrow I can get the 10,000 silver planes for 10 gold planes. Maybe tomorrow. But yeah, guys, that is it for me for tonight. I want to invite you guys again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. If you're not sure what time 9 p.m. Eastern is, just look at the time at Washington, and that's what time it is for me. It's 11:33 p.m. for me, and I am getting tired. So it's time to wrap up. I appreciate you guys all joining in, especially on this unplanned, almost unannounced stream. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and tomorrow we're going to start around 9 p.m. We might be a little early, we might be a little late, but I'll be here, all right? Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook to check the pinned post. Don't forget to join the phatairlines.com newsletter. I really, really want you all to sign up because all you got to do is reply back to an email and you get a contract for free. So many of you guys want some contracts from me, and that is a free way for everybody to get a contract without even having to like pay anything. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is type in a free response, a free reply. All right. And I really want to grow that email. So I really appreciate that. Join the Discord if you're not, because that's where we chat. And I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Thank you all for being here. Rafi, nice to see you. Hannah Bear, nice to see you. NPS Stewart, nice to see you. Shamus Gaming, thanks for being here too. Who else is here? William's here. Thank you for being here. ASB Mix VR, peace out. Mufab, thanks for being here. Oh, T-Lock is here too. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Amit Mert, see you later. Oh, you have an exam at 9 a.m. tomorrow, Mert? I hope you can do well in your exam, bro. But I will see you soon. Who else? Anybody else? Plain Livery Changer, good night. Or bye. Sports Rule, you have a good night. Let's see. Rich, you have a great night too. Let's see. Anybody else? All right. Looks like that's everybody. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great night. Enjoy your morning. Have a great day. Morning, afternoon, night, wherever you're at. I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a fantastic one. All right. Phat out. Peace.